the gay issue, and then he hopped right back into this domestic
He's supposed
shit.
to be calm and quiet for a little bit.
Did he abuse anybody? Is it like domestic abuse?
No, I don't want
No,
to.
this is,
but it is abuse, but not domestic abuse. Like put your hands on somebody, actual violence kind of thing. But he definitely was gaslighting the
on this.
hell out of her.
She got.
Oh
she
yeah,
got a case off
posted.
this.
She posted mad footage of.
Okay, all right. Let's for the people. All right, somebody just give me the rundown. God damn
That
it.
was
We
funny
gonna
though.
talk
Her
about
posting
it.
that footage.
Somebody
She
give me a
posted
rundown
the
of the shit.
timeline of them together.
He was like, "I love you."
Yeah, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
bro, you
And then he
can't.
gonna act like this. She been my side chick.
Yeah,
and I
there's
was like,
two
oh
different
my
versions
god,
of
man.
it.
He
The
was-
baby's
can't do
like,
that.
this is his side chick who he got pregnant. He had, she came to visit with the baby. He had girls coming down and was like, all right, it's time for you to be out. And then she started causing the scene.
This is recent.
This is the other day.
This is the other day.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
that's I guess
This is what
his
started
version.
everything.
So
Yeah,
so
so-
it was like
That's the baby side.
she was there and had been there, and then he tried to kick her out with they have a 3-month-old child.
She
It was like,
ordered
he would
the
kick her out like,
plan
hey, you
B.
gotta go.
Well,
she
he was
got
gonna
a plan B.
he was gonna
because-
put her
That
in.
pissed him off.
He was
Yeah.
gonna put her
Allegedly.
in a hotel.
Wait, she ordered a Plan B pill.
Yeah, she got a plan B because he's out doing what he want to do.
She ordered
and
plan
she's
Bs
like,
to his
I don't
house.
want to have kids
Right.
if you just out here messing around with other people. And I just had one, so she
So-
got a plan B sent to the house because she's not just gonna keep.
Isn't that smart though?
Yeah, but he
for her,
got
yeah, for
upset
sure.
about it because it's like what, and then
Why
that's
would
when
he
the
get
whole thing
offended
started.
by that? Like,
Because
When you hear ding dong, who is it? I got your plan B. It's like,
Plan B, man.
so that spiraled
And
into
then he was trying to act like they hadn't been living together, they hadn't been together, hadn't seen each other or whatever. He's like, she's not my girl, she's my side chick. She be acting crazy, Then it was like, while on Instagram Live though, like the whole thing is just
Wait,
while
that's
she's standing right there.
But that stuff could be true though. Like,
no, but there was a point publicly when I noticed that they were kind of together.
Wait,
and I
wait,
don't even know
they
this
had,
stuff.
they had
Well,
stuff together.
yeah,
They
like,
were
I was
doing
like,
stuff.
oh, he's with her.
Well, that was when he had his other baby mama, and she was
He's still
the girl
messing with
that
her.
he was messing with.
He
yes.
still do.
Yeah.
But he had his baby mama.
No, but he was still
Wait a
publicly
second.
repping like
Wait.
Danny Lee. I seen it.
Wait,
I was
hold
like,
on,
Yeah,
hold
he
on.
was.
Oh,
It
she-
was
yeah,
it
that's
was
why
a
she's
very,
supposed-
You
it
can,
was a
you
very
can still
public
be
thing.
out and rep your side chick publicly and be like, I love you.
But you
like,
don't-
That happens.
No.
You can't call her.
People
There's,
do that.
there's,
You
there's,
can't.
there's
You
levels
can't.
to it for sure.
Right.
What you say our relationship is and what I say our relationship is can be very different. If I say, "Oh, I love you," look in your eyes, full on romantic nights, but I still call you my side chick, because if that's how I perceive it, that's how I perceive
But
it.
he didn't present her as a side chick.
That
He
don't
didn't,
matter.
he didn't come
What-
out with her as like, this is my side
That
chick.
that
I
part
love
doesn't
her.
matter to me
The
because I'm
thing
like,
she was complaining about.
if you know those
sounds-
girls around,
sounds like things that a side chick would be complaining about. Oh, you got other girls coming to visit. Oh, you gonna do this? That's not what your
did she
girl
think she was the
complained
main?
about.
That's what it sounds like to me.
This is what it is. Public baby and side chick kind of gets thrown out the window when you have a public child. Like it was like
You
You
become a baby
transcend
mama.
Yeah.
side chick once
Right.
there's a child involved.
Exactly.
No matter what the
Future
fuck
got,
you say,
Future got
it
12 of
present-
them. They
Right.
become side chicks after.
when the baby is involved,
when the
that
child
side
is
chick is out the
involved,
door.
you can't do the side
Right?
chick.
Is it?
Yeah, that's your kid's mother.
I get that.
That's
And
you know what I
It's
mean?
your
especially-
side chicks.
And especially you taking family pictures,
Right.
and you talking
Yeah,
about
y'all
building
go,
a family.
she,
you
they
can't
went on
public
trips together
feature.
and everything,
Yeah.
like publicly. Like
Yeah,
went on trips
well,
together.
Nah, you can
side
still be a
chicks
side
go
chick,
on
bro.
trips.
Because you're a
Side
baby
chick-
mama.
Publicly.
Side chick
No,
doesn't
you get caught on
seen.
camera.
No, publicly. Like
No,
we on
side chicks
Instagram.
get- side
like,
chicks get
together.
seen.
No, I'm saying they don't get seen on purpose. He was in them videos like, love you too.
That's
Bro.
personal videos. That
I
was
said, that's
No,
probably
it was on Instagram. Those videos were on Instagram last year.
That was
She's probably
public
like
Like I
stuff.
said,
Why
before
don't she
before
post
she
it?
got pregnant, it was 100% a public relationship.
The fact that I know that I
for
was
a
like, oh, they're
very
together.
brief amount of time.
I
I,
think
remember
what-
that. Then she
yeah.
ended up pregnant.
I
she
think
ended
that
up
what
pregnant
people.
and she ducked off because I don't blame her.
I think
But-
people. I think this is what people got it wrong, and I guess I'm just getting this information. I think people are upset that the baby doesn't care, or they're surprised he doesn't care.
No.
he doesn't care.
Yes.
and I think people are up in arms because they're like, "Why? How could he do that?" Like, clearly,
No. No.
He doesn't
No.
care.
It's actually the opposite. It's more like Danny Lay was like blah blah. Everybody was telling her don't do it, and she was like, I don't know what y'all talking about. He like me, all of this other stuff, some colorist statements, and then she got pregnant, and now he's showing his true colors, and everybody was like, well, what did you expect? But at the same time, we do feel sorry for you.
if he's saying this stuff out in public though, and he's like, now, like he clearly
Well, they're
doesn't
both
care.
kind. They're both at
and
fault.
it all happened
Yeah, but
within
this,
a
but
year.
what we're saying is that everybody else knew. Like I knew, everybody else knew the baby ain't like. Why would you want to do that? And so when it happened to her and it came out like this, we were like, dang, like it ain't had to be that way. But we knew it was gonna happen. We sorry for you, but
It
feel like
happened
this
within
isn't
a year,
news.
so it's not like a long-standing
Yeah,
I
relationship.
feel like this has happened
Right.
somewhere before.
She's
It
gonna
was hella
be
fast.
she's gonna be okay, but it's like it definitely shows like dude was already trash and he just
She posted the whole
full thing.
timeline.
Yeah.
You go to
Yeah.
her story,
And
Yeah.
she takes it all the way back
DaBaby
to
definitely wrong.
2019 or whenever they started.
Yeah.
Posted the whole timeline. Posted the ultrasound.
She
Like,
she
let
knew
me
he was
finish.
messing
Let
with
me-
other guys.
Posted the
other girls.
ultrasound. That's when she was like, she said in the ultrasound, like, yo, this is when he found out I was pregnant, and then he just dipped. So she logged that. She was like, nah. Then she went on. My dumb ass took him back, showing her and him, she pregnant in the pool. Showed all that. Shows the whole timeline. And then, she owns the dumb shit
Okay.
on her end.
Okay.
And then, but it's different when, and dudes have to know this about dealing with women. Even if you say a certain thing, but you're saying other things, they gonna
Showing
Well,
other
you're
they
things.
gonna
showing
look
other
past what you say and go for what you show. And
Very
when you're
true.
showing that, especially when there's a kid involved, so it's just like, and
The baby
as a
changes the
man,
game, no pun.
You gotta know, like, all right, man, this is like stringing women along. It's like, even though, I told her, but then you're showing this.
Once you go
I agree
raw
with that.
and giving all inside of them, that's a whole nother thing.
I don't know about that.
Yes.
But
Yes. That's like,
Hey man.
that's love, bro. Like,
man.
distrusting the raw.
But my whole thing is, don't put the child. I'm gonna say the child because his name is DaBaby. I don't want to confuse.
yeah.
Don't put the actual baby on social media.
That pressure
I
gets
agree
to
with
him.
He
that.
did. He
I agree
definitely
with that.
violated with that.
He violated. She was literally feeding this child, and he got her on his social media.
Now,
No bra on. She didn't even have no bra on,
He
man.
got
First of all,
he cradled the baby up before they left too, and had it on Instagram. He's like, "I'm gonna be a dad," and so the
Don't
baby.
do
We never
this.
saw the child like up until that point.
because the child is gonna see this video.
Yeah, I don't like.
That's
what
my
happens to
whole
the child.
issue.
Yeah.
I know relationships gonna relationships. This
But
is
involved in the baby.
This is
I tried.
happening.
Yeah.
This is dumb.
This just happened.
I understand the recording part for some of it.
tried to get
Like
it.
I didn't get that part, but the recording part where she was going off.
That's
This
fine.
is where
Protect-
we're at
protect-
now in society, where it's like, oh shit.
Protect yourself as a man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the first video I saw, she was on the bed, bottle in the baby's mouth, and he recording. I was like, nah, man.
lot,
The baby's
man.
gonna see this.
Yeah.
And your child don't care about the relationship. Why you put mom on social media like that? They feelings gonna be hurt.
People get mad at dumb niggas who doing dumb shit, and I don't get it. Like, what about this is surprising to anybody?
That's what we were saying.
Like, how is this
a year ago.
news? Like, another dumb dude did something stupid, and people are like, how could he? He's stupid. Like, he's a rapper.
Well,
Like,
he's
What's that mean?
he's
No, I'm
he's
just
on
saying,
the
like,
road
he's-
nonstop.
Well, here's the
never
thing. The
home.
there's a rapper culture. Let me not just insult every rapper. Excuse me, all you smart rappers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
My
like,
bad.
what's
You
that
know the
mean?
comments
I'm-
was finna
my-
get
my-
in
Smart
your
rapper
head.
put those shades on.
Right,
Yeah.
right,
You
right.
know the
Keon,
rappers are
right,
gonna
right.
write in.
Excuse me. There's a culture that we're well aware of that we smash chicks. Blah blah blah. Okay, let's go to the stereotypical route. What I'm saying is that what has the baby shown outside of that to go like I'm a different type of. If Kendrick did something like that, I'd be like, oh, that's a little more surprising.
The
from
baby's
a-
donated some
from a
turkey.
He has a song called "The Bop." The Bop.
If a Kendrick or a J. Cole who raps about the family a chance to rap, I'd be like, well, that's surprising, guys.
Right.
But the baby,
It's not a surprise. It's just news.
it's not news.
That's what it is.
Thug rappers, I mean, those the quote unquote ignorant rappers, they can be good dads too. and
I'm
good
not saying they
family
can't
men.
be bad dads. And the baby has a lot of room to be a good father, guys.
Right.
Like how old is the baby's the baby?
Well,
Like,
his,
He has a
his
couple.
first
He has a
first
couple.
He got a
child,
few kids,
they
right?
have a
baby's the
great
baby.
relationship. It seems like him and his daughter. He posts her a lot, so I don't think it's gonna be a problem with him and his child, as far as him being a father. But this will probably come up later.
That's the thing, man. Nothing on the internet dies.
I can't wait till this is.
I'm glad we didn't have the internet.
Oh,
raising
man.
our
Well, that's
kids.
true.
Well,
Imagine
you
if I saw, what my parents was going through in video form. I'd be
Right.
like, man,
So embarrassing,
Why
bro.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm a
So-
little embarrassed that there's some tape floating with me beating the hell out of my son in 2K and talking shit when he
You're
was
embarrassed
about
about that?
7. Yeah, I was going in because
He was
beating,
how old?
like 7. He was shooting threes with Shaq and hitting them. I was like, oh,
What?
yeah. There's
wanna see
glitches
it.
in the
I wanna
game.
see this
Oh
video.
my god.
Yeah.
Shaq making threes is just even in video game don't make sense.
They
Yeah.
don't. It was like, what the hell? And he was just winning. He had that. You need to learn You gonna teach me or I'm gonna teach you? Like if you don't learn how to talk shit,
The pressure.
I'm glad they don't have the videos. You
Hey, we
embarrassed
was-
or anything? You,
Nah. I wasn't filming like that. Even when we did have a little. I mean, I would be. Oh, heck, of course, I'd be embarrassed or some stuff.
giving the babies lemons.
Yeah.
I ain't got none of
Have
that.
y'all ever
footage.
been in a situation though where you wanted a girl to leave your crib?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm talking like
I
yeah,
get why you
y'all
had the camera
arguing
out.
and she won't leave because I've been there.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I've left the house,
been-
had them following me talking, and then ran and came back around and went in the house.
And I'm gonna be honest with y'all. In the baby's defense, that wasn't the first time they've had that kind of argument or that kind of fight.
Right.
That's something that's been ongoing, and she probably showed her ass even more before. So for him to be like, "That's I'm filming you this time," was him wanting her to see what she's looking like. I don't know. He probably didn't. He probably shouldn't have went live. He probably just should have recorded her and maybe
Yeah.
threatened her with it. Like, look, this is what I'm gonna show if you keep doing this. But
The
Well,
threat.
he
Yeah.
said she was already threatening him.
yeah, you know that you could tell that
She was like,
she does stuff to him too. I mean, I
Yeah.
just
it's a toxic relationship.
right, very toxic. When it was going on, I was like, I've been here.
Yeah.
I've been here quite. I've been here quite a few times. Yeah.
What do you do though when they don't leave? You just leave?
Yeah. You gotta get out of there.
Yeah, you got to get up out of there.
You got to be like the Pied Piper and just start talking shit so they follow you.
That's when you go to your side chick's house. There you go. That's the proper use of a side chick, guys. You go to her crib because you can
But what
always
if that
leave
was
them.
a side chick?
But she was at, but like, go to your side chick's crib. Find your side
And
chick
you
with
got
some
to
real
get other
estate.
side
Oh,
shit.
you mean he should have been at the side chick's crib to begin with?
Well,
so he
no,
could
I'm just
leave at any
saying when
time?
she's arguing at the crib, I'm gonna get out of here. You know what I mean? He's gonna leave because you're like, well, where you gonna go? So you go to your side chick who has a real estate plan. You know what I mean?
But sometimes
you a
the
side
scenario
chick
won't
with-
allow. Sometimes it might be. You might be in Aspen or something. It's cold outside. It snows. Like sometimes you can't go anywhere. Like in her
You
defense,
can always go get a hotel.
in her
or
defense, if she
somewhere.
did post this, she couldn't leave. She was like, she's out of town.
Yeah.
At his house with the. She had nowhere to go. She was like in his territory.
He had a hotel for her.
Oh, okay. Well,
And then she was like, she wants to go home. He's like, I'll book you a jet. You don't have to worry about tickets.
She was
People
on
are
the, she was
doing-
on the plane.
People are
at
doing
the-
side
at the
chicks
end of her
wrong.
story.
That's the real problem in America.
You say
guys.
what?
People doing side chicks wrong. That's the real. That's the real issue. That's the real issue right here. Like, why would you have your side chick living with you? What are you doing? Was she just at the crib all the time?
Because she's more than the side chick.
yeah.
But see, she said, she's like, I ain't no side chick. I got a drawer here. I got some stuff hanging in a closet. And I was like, you're not making this a strong.
This
argument.
is the baby's fault for doing side chicking wrong.
His name's DaBaby, like you said.
I mean, you're right. I'm just saying, man.
There's
Like,
room for growth. When does he become the man?
never.
it's on contract.
When does that happen?
It's on contract.
He's
the baby.
29. This is about
He's
that
29?
time.
He's
Yeah.
the baby to somebody.
He got to be the man eventually. When is
What's his real
the young
name?
adult, the
What's his real name, bro?
adolescent, the teen? When is he gonna come from the baby? He got to evolve,
What's on his birth
and
certificate?
it should go with his name. I'm the teen
I
this
think,
year.
I think his name is Jonathan. Jonathan Kirk.
I'm upset now. How you go from Jonathan? Ain't gonna
Well,
Jonathan Lindale Kirk.
His initial rap
adult.
name was Baby Jesus, but they thought it was too controversial.
That's close to ODB's Nick
Big
Mom.
Baby
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
the baby
Baby
used to wear
Jesus.
a diaper.
Yeah,
Yeah, on stage, a diaper, and
Yeah,
he was like,
he
This
walked
doing too
around.
much.
Was
He's
it
very.
To the namesake.
South by Southwest? He was down there in the
I'm-
baby
all
diaper,
right,
and
Keon,
gold chain.
I'm mad at people now for being mad at this. My man used to wear a diaper on stage,
Yes.
and people are
And the
mad that
streets.
he's doing dumb shit. What?
No, it ain't even. I don't think people are mad at him for doing. Like I said, it kind of was directed towards Danny Lay more so than it was DaBaby.
We can only feel bad for the baby's the baby. That's it. Nobody else should be feeling any kind of.
I'm with Chaz.
This
That's
is
why I've been quiet. I
stupid.
don't
This is
understand
dumb.
this shit. I don't understand why anybody gives a fuck. I don't
Yeah,
understand why
yeah.
anybody. I don't. Like with Chaz's reaction when Tony said this is news, and Chaz was like,
That's
"Nigga,
not news.
how?
How is
It's
that
not
It's news, man.
It was
Like,
just
Welcome
like,
back to Nigga
the
News.
fact that we had
Bullshit.
it was. I mean,
Tonight
it was
in nigga news.
Everybody,
stuff on that.
It's like
everybody has a
bullshit.
reality
News.
show now. Their IGs are now becoming
Everything
Yeah,
is
I'll be
news,
like-
whether you're interested in it or not.
The only thing I wouldn't be surprised is if they both drop songs this week.
Well, DaBaby just dropped the
Is
project.
she a rapper?
Oh,
She's-
well, this might
she's
be
a
part of
singer.
the.
She's
Oh,
a singer
okay.
and a dancer.
Oh,
Remember
okay.
the song she had with Chris Brown? Of course you don't.
don't know.
She got
I'm
this
so
one
sorry.
song that's dope as hell. I forget the name of it.
She has a couple songs.
The one
Yeah.
that Craig's talking about is dope to
She
me.
got some good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that was great. That was riveting.
And you did it. You was like, well, catch me up.
I was trying to care,
You
bro,
was like,
because they
catch
were
me
like
up.
talking about it. So I
You
was like,
asked
well,
for it, bro.
well, I was
Yeah.
like, well, let me, put in my
We're like,
two
is this
cents.
even
on this.
worth
The more
it?
we talked, I was like, oh, this is
Like, I saw you be like, "Look, this is why I don't. This is why I scroll.
I was
This
like,
is-
and insane, because everybody was talking about it. I was like, keep going. So now I'm like, all right, if they're talking about it,
So I was like, well, let me see if
Let
I
me
can
see
get in
if
on
it's-
this.
It's kind of like the elephant in the
He just
room,
de-
though.
he
It
just
is.
It's not.
You
It
gotta
wasn't.
address it.
It wasn't. I mean,
That's what people are talking about.
Right.
I
A
guess.
lot of
I mean, I
people-
guess.
this
so.
Like, I've
Only
been
thing
ignoring
I-
all the Will and I just.
The Will and Jada stuff.
Here's why the Will and Jada thing is more interesting to me than this. Only because
You're a fan of Will Smith?
I am a fan of Will Smith, but that's not why. Because of
You're a fan of
marriage. No. Because of marriage and relationships. Being in one, I go, well, what can I take from this? What can I learn from this? Right.
Yeah.
So that's something that I go. Is there something that you overlook or that you need to explore? You talk about. I feel like they had something that was like, here's our basic relationship, and here's what we've evolved into over our years of our relationship and what we think. That's interesting to me because I go,
Right.
that's a mindset thing, a growth thing, over change with somebody that you love and care about, right?
You can't
But-
learn nothing from a nigga who wear a diaper.
That's what I'm saying. This whole debacle is a learning, right?
Right.
Yeah, nigga wears a diaper. You can't learn from that intelligent creature.
What we should learn is side chick is a very definite thing that can be done poorly, clearly.
That's definitely a learning thing here.
Also,
in
you
this
need a
baby
side
situation.
chick for every
for
side
some
chick.
people, I'm sure it is. But for me, I go like, oh, okay.
Now, as far as that topic, I do agree with you. It frustrates me to watch people mishandle side chick and single, like whatever. Like, nigga, it's not. Why? Like when y'all was talking about, have you ever, like a lot of people when they bring up their toxic things, I honestly can't relate
Right.
because I didn't deal with that. Like,
Yeah, that's a lot.
no, I'm not dealing with that shit. Like, no. And I honestly, I truly feel that people like that shit. People who are involved in that shit like it.
No, they
Nah,
don't.
I
That's
they
not
like
true
that
at all.
shit.
It's not true.
Stand it.
I don't know,
They
man.
like
You-
Sometimes
you
like
run
it.
back
Especially if it
to
happens
something?
multiple times, something about you likes this shit.
Nah,
Or you
son.
like that
So why
person.
has it happened multiple times?
Because, man,
You think that
this
person
shit
can grow?
won't happen again.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Well, how
It's
many
not liking
times-
the
That-
shit.
yeah.
How many
So-
times until you go like, this
It's
might
gotta
just
be
Sometimes
me.
you don't find out
I
till
gotta be
later. You be
causing
like,
this.
sometimes
Right.
it starts off one way and it ends up
Multiple
another
times?
way.
It's
Yeah.
definitely
You got to be playing a
multifaceted.
part. If it's hoping
Yeah.
multiple times, you're playing a part.
Usually not the same
necessarily.
things. It's different levels where you're
Yeah.
like, oh, that'll never happen again.
Right.
Oh, that was
This is an
never happen
isolated
again.
incident, then it happens again, and now you're on the second time. You're just like, man, can you leave? And then they don't leave. So it's not always like it happens every week and we taking it. It's just, you
I'm
know.
talking about with multiple people.
Oh, you mean you
Oh,
keep
then
falling
that's a
into the
different- that's a
same
different topic.
toxic bag?
Yeah, if you have a history of ending up in these type of situations.
Oh yeah,
it's you.
that's different though.
Oh,
It's you.
But ending up in a situation,
man. You know.
ending up in a situation where you find yourself in a situation like,
No,
man,
like a one-off. That happens. But when everybody you mess with,
now
or
if that's
majority
your
of people you
pattern,
met,
is
yeah,
your
that's-
whole dating
you
catalog,
like that shit.
then it's you.
You like that shit.
I agree with that.
Not with one person. That's. But I mean, if it happens with multiple people, you like. That.
Sometimes you like some toxic shit.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be
People
cool.
like. I just want people to be like, I like fucked up shit.
I think that
I
it's-
do not.
I don't know, man.
You do.
You do?
No.
See what it is you
I
like
think
it
the
all
eyes
the way
get all
up to
big.
that
I don't know,
point.
man.
You like
He
it
got
all the way up to
starry
that
eyes.
point.
I don't know, man. It starts off okay, and then
You see lust and
and then you
dysfunction.
just they just bring it out you, And you're like, this
Like
is
me,
me,
Craig would be like, yeah, you know what? I like to dabble in the toxic.
But now,
from
I
time
like
to
it
time.
up to a point, and then it's like, oh
To
damn!
a certain degree.
I knew I should have made a left back before I got right here. Damn it!
I should have stopped for gas and I just kept pushing. I can make it
Shit,
to
I
the
can make
next
it
one.
That's how it be. Like,
What
no,
counts
I
as what
see
counts
some
as
of
a
the
toxic
tricks.
relationship? What's toxic? What's toxic?
I think consistently arguing. I think that's toxic.
Those people with the mindset that we have to argue for me to be
That
in
counts as passion.
Whoa,
Yeah,
That's
like,
crazy.
man,
If we ain't
if
going
we
at
ain't
it, you don't
fighting-
love me. Like,
it.
Yeah.
That's
now,
toxic.
Now I gotta be
Yeah.
like, what happened in your childhood? Why is this
Yikes.
unnormal for
Yeah.
you?
Right.
There's really people out there like,
Oh,
that.
yeah.
They just pick
Oh,
fights.
yeah.
Pick fights, and they
Yeah.
think the sex is better with the fight.
Yeah, oh,
Right.
yeah.
Well, I mean-
the makeup
Right.
sex. But it is makeup
I
sex
was gonna
is
say,
good though. Well, how would you know, Mister? I don't take no shit. What you know about makeup sex?
I fight with my wife, not with random bitches. with the woman that I love, yes, you're gonna get into it.
That's a great point, Keon.
Yes.
That's a big difference.
There's a huge
Is
difference.
it
Not
a
arguing with
difference?
no side
The
chick.
fight is a fight.
I'm not fighting with some chick.
And
I
that's
don't
when
give
you
a fuck
should
about.
leave her
And that's what
place.
he's talking about.
Yeah.
When it comes to side chicks, when it comes to random bitches, you should not have feelings.
So you've
invested
never
in
fought
this.
with someone that
random
wasn't your
hell
wife,
no.
and
A
then
fight?
But it
No.
seemed like that's
Argument.
what
With
it
something
is.
that you're not
No.
together with?
It's like,
Yeah,
why?
you
That's
don't
where the
get any
baby
of
was
my
with it.
emotions.
So you've never
this is
argued
for
with
fucking.
someone who wasn't your wife or your girlfriend, a female that you're having
Not-
sex
not
with.
with somebody I haven't worked with.
Not
Yeah,
to that.
I'm quick
No.
to be like, I
I'm
ain't
a coworker.
participating.
No,
Like
this
this
is this is sex. You don't get emotion from me. Cody gets emotion because I love her. She's my wife.
But all of Keon's side chicks don't.
They didn't get
You
shit.
guys-
Shut the fuck up.
Whoa, whoa.
And he said all of it.
Oh, smile like,
Bomb shit.
I have to do the extra smile because people will
I know
hopefully
people be like,
understand
oh
I'm
my God.
joking.
Comments.
Well, they're in the group chat. Chaz must know something.
Yeah.
We're going to post that clip and just leave it. Just that one little piece and just let it fly.
She's stupid for staying. Like,
I gotta have
damn.
it back.
I knew
Chaz
something
was
wrong.
Chaz is joking
Oh,
here.
God.
And
It's
then,
gonna
and
be
them
somebody
type
like
people,
that.
they're the type of people that be in it because they like that shit too. So they like to even see
I
other
knew
people in
something
it.
wasn't
They
right.
love it.
They little video.
They ain't
Ever
really
since
in
Keon
love.
Right.
said in a live, I knew from then on. They be
They like it.
overanalyzing.
Oh, they be
Man.
in it. I saw that a lot. I didn't even notice it until when we were doing all the when the pandemic hit and Kev was doing all the couples like game nights and shit. I was reading some of them comments. I was like, y'all just looking for shit.
Baby.
I ain't
Wait,
gonna
what
say
were they
who
say-
it
what were they
was.
saying?
It'd be like random shit. Like I ain't gonna say who it was, but so and so was like making eyes with so and so, and it was like, what are
Oh,
you
wow.
talking about, bro? Like they were just looking for shit,
Just searching for stuff.
searching for shit.
they thought it was a game show drama.
I guess they just couldn't handle the just normal.
It's
These
wild.
are a
Seen
bunch
the
of
way
people
he hit
hanging
that
out.
That really
buzzer.
care about each
Yeah,
other.
they couldn't handle it. They was like, nah, so and so, and you got. I bet I wouldn't be surprised. I'm like, what? Who are y'all getting this from? Just looking for shit.
The over-analytics.
Yep, just looking for shit.
That's why everybody's Instagram now is their reality show.
I get that. I mean, I do get that. Like, if you, I mean, it is what you make it for
It's
sure.
fun. One
You don't
is
have
free.
to do it that way though. But I think if you want more success, you kind of got to let people in a lot more.
I think that's what it is
People
right
like
now because
negativity.
the same way we're like, why did DaBaby go on and post this and go live with it? And I'm like, oh, somebody's dropping an album, and he's like, yeah, DaBaby is this week. I'm like,
He dropping another. Is it an
No, he
actual
dropped
album or
one
just
last week.
last week.
Last
an actual album or just a project?
We don't know nowadays.
Now people are gonna look now, type
Let me
up
see.
DaBaby and his album.
think-
See
gonna-
what he got.
The
'cause
reason that he went live was for documenting it.
Yeah. Oh, the Patreon
partially,
Jackson where you got
but
that.
there's a room
Oh.
full of people there.
I got this sweatshirt from DJ Lil Man in Columbus.
That's hard.
Yeah, he gave me the last Sade joint I wore on here. He gave it to me too. It was like he gave me 2 sweatshirts and 2 tees.
Love me some time.
DJ Lil Man, appreciate you, bro.
You get
Tony got me
gifts.
calling her Helen.
DaBaby.
Yeah,
I've been listening to Sweetback all week.
Yeah, man. That's Sweetback.
That's Sade?
That's a good album, man.
And
Huh?
that's the
Who's that?
Sweetback.
Sweetback?
Yeah.
That's Sade's
That's the
bandmates.
guys without.
They did a
Helen.
album on their own.
Oh wow.
They
Really?
got a song with Mel LaRue on that
like
first
Bill
album.
Withers wrote a song
Yeah,
for them.
right up your alley, dog.
Oh.
See, I don't know if you know about Bill Withers, but he
We know
penned
Bill
a
Withers.
nice
I don't see
little
nothing on the
thing.
baby's.
Oh no.
His
Apple
last
Music.
joint is 2020. My brother's keeper.
Yeah, I didn't know he had no new album.
Maybe he just dropped the song.
y'all making up
Nah,
stuff.
Oh, he dropped
Nah, it was an EP.
Back on My Baby Jesus shit again. EP, November 12th.
Oh,
Oh, he
his-
just
Friday.
dropped it.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
literally Friday.
That's
Oh,
when he
see?
dropped that. Yeah,
EP.
that's what made me say, "Oh, okay."
You guys sweat for the Kanye rant.
Six-
I got an album coming
six
out.
And I'll be
songs.
ignoring.
6 songs.
And that's the thing when it comes to all this
See?
crap too. Everybody's like Will is selling a book right now.
He is selling the
Like
book.
where everybody is selling
But
something,
that-
people
that
get
makes
caught
sense.
up in the. And I'll be like,
Here's the thing though. What Will is saying is actually stuff in the book.
Right,
That
right,
makes
right.
sense.
Yeah.
I don't
But the
understand.
random controversy that's not a part of the album, so I'd be like, well, is this a part of the album? Is the baby
Yeah.
mama is like, is this something?
you got a whole song. This bitch and my baby.
I don't understand like why people like why do they need the hype for the sale? Like people would buy it even if there was no hype
You think
around
that
Will
until
Smith.
Well,
you
you
go
gotta
and
push
No,
it.
you
You
got
gotta
to
push it.
promo it.
But you
It
don't have to
costs
promo
less
it by exposing your.
Well, that's gonna make people be like, I want to know more.
if
You
it's a
like
fake
look what's happening right
exposing-
now.
Well, you talking
If
about
it-
with Will or with this?
well, kind of with both. Like with Will.
With
Like,
Will,
the-
it makes sense because the book is about his life and his feelings and his relationships with his family.
And the
So
super
It's
honesty.
important to
Okay.
You got to throw that in the promo. It's not like he writing a horror novel.
Okay, that's
So
fair. I
it's like-
respect that.
But
Yeah.
It's all part
But
of
doing a book tour, I mean, you're selling like
Yeah.
he's gonna make.
I need
But
y'all
I
to read
highly
this.
doubt
Stupid.
DaBaby started this fight with her so he can sell out.
It's cheaper
But
than
it makes
paying
people
for
pay
posters
attention to
and
the
marketing.
baby. Yeah. So then they be like,
Well,
oh,
the timing
what
of
music
that
got
is
out?
impeccable.
It's always, but
Exactly.
it
It
always
always
seems,
is.
it always
It
seems
always
That's what I'm
is.
saying. Are they even really fighting?
That's what I'm
At this
saying.
point.
Now, if they,
That- I
And
guess
that's
that's
another
what
reason
I'm
why I
getting
don't
at.
be caring because I'm like, you
You
just
feel what I'm saying? Like,
tricking
are y'all
people.
really even fighting that? You can't time when that kind of drama happens.
November
It just
12th.
It
just
happens every
happens.
time.
maybe you can.
yeah, you
every
can.
time.
Remember that argument we had last week? Go.
He got out the studio and was like, bitch, and then it just started.
We got to show Aaron out Thursday. I slapped the shit out of Yo this morning. I forgot to hit record. We got to go do it
I wonder
again.
if it really helps sales.
That's
though.
what I'm saying, bro.
Like something like this.
It's got it. What did it say? All publicity is good publicity,
Yeah.
bro.
The thing
It
is, when
can't
this
be-
is like we were all saying in the beginning, this was on our timeline. A lot
It
of
was
people
all
don't
over my
read it or whatever.
timeline.
They say
bro,
the
by
baby.
the,
Let
by
me
the time
type in
something hits the
DaBaby.
news, you're gonna look it up, or a
It
lot of
depend-
people
all
will.
pub ain't
But are you
good,
gonna
though.
look up the art though? That's my thing.
But like
I think a lot of people
Yeah,
will. I think like people, me and Chaz won't.
yeah, but
But a lot of people will.
look,
I
don't
feel
think
like
so.
the baby don't really need this.
But
to
check it out,
sell,
check it
though.
out.
saying,
That's
bro.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
of course you do.
Not
Nah.
him though.
Yeah.
Of course you
Unless
do.
you're
I
gonna
don't
pay
think-
for marketing.
I don't think this is the
'Cause he
the
already
way he would
buzzing.
go about it.
Wait. If you're like when all that shit went down with the LGBTQ, there's a bunch of people who never knew who he was.
Right.
He's way bigger now because of that controversy.
And that's
And
what I'm
then that
saying. So
causes
he
you to
don't
look up his music.
need this.
It's you, but
the
you,
buzz
all
is
of it,
already there.
All of it is
all of it is if you're in the
snowball.
news, if you're
and you're
trending,
you're grabbing a new person every time. Like I didn't know who
time.
Danny Lay was
Yeah, me either.
until this.
Until today.
So you grab a new person every
And
time.
now you said
so
that song
let's say
is
I was
dope,
curious.
and I'm
It was
like,
like,
oh, I
y'all
gotta
got
find
looking
out
for
what
Y'all
music.
been sleeping under a rock.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They be down there. They Patrick for sure.
It is not nearly the same, DC.
they was reaching it. I was like, all I said was, I didn't know you
But-
was
Chaz been sleeping under a rock. for sure.
Definitely.
Well, I've definitely
we had
been
to,
sleeping
under a rock.
We had to hip him to the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, no. I knew who the baby was.
You didn't know he murdered someone.
I didn't know that.
that's
but
what I'm
but I
saying.
listened
Yeah,
to
that's
but I
huge.
listened to the first album, and I go like, oh, he's just not for me yet. But it's also how I felt about Big
Just
Sean when I
'cause
first
he
heard
hated
him.
it.
every time I brought one of his songs onto a hot.
Craig, I
number.
hate every song you
Craig
bring.
brought the baby around.
Craig, we don't really rock
Every
with
song
that.
you
But
But you
bring,
be bringing
Craig,
to the
and you
thing.
should be an
Hated
A&R.
Lil Baby, the baby.
You brought
Yeah.
the XX Extension. I
Yeah,
said, what
man.
am I listening to here? And everybody you bring, murder's involved.
That's rap. That's what it is. It comes with the
It's a
territory.
cold game out here, man.
Yeah,
It's a sales pop. You
It
know,
is- it
kill
is.
somebody.
But
go platinum.
here's my point.
you
though.
brought in the
like
weird
for
kid
me,
with the hair.
knowing about all
Who
this,
snitched?
I didn't know he had a new
his
project
name?
out
Takashi.
I don't
Right.
know.
until just now.
Yeah.
And that's
So it's
another thing
like-
that people go like, oh, now everybody who listens to you knows that he has an EP out. Like it's a great thing to start an argument right before you or
It's
start
all- it all-
some
it's
kind
all
of
It,
connected.
it only makes sense if you got the album playing mid drama.
Right.
That's what he should have did.
And if
It's
he-
genius.
and if
Wait,
he's
let me turn my new single down. What's
You know
this
what?
bullshit you over here saying?
Let me
And
apologize to the
then-
baby. I called him an idiot, but he's a goddamn genius.
Then,
or if he's talking about what's going on the new album.
right.
He's like,
See,
but-
this
but
is
you gotta-
why I can't deal with
but
you.
you gotta
That's
understand
what I
the
was
point
saying on
is
track 3
If
on my
it's
new
everywhere,
EP.
it just makes you look up that person in
The
general.
whole argument.
So there's
The
a
whole
chance that you will
argument.
stumble onto the
you
music.
said it just makes you familiar
It just
with
makes you
what's
with the
going
familiar,
on.
and then you be like,
Now
"Oh,
get
they're a
out,
rapper. Well,
track
let me at least."
5 on-
Because then
Yeah,
some people be
get
like,
out,
"Well, do I want to
track-
be mad or not? Let me base it off whether I like their music or not." Because people do that. Whether I like your art or not is going to be
Right.
how mad I'm, how I feel about you.
Like, cause he recorded her in her pretty much underwear. Draws is the first track on the EP. You in your draws. That's track 1 on my album. That's what he should have
When
been
he's
doing.
feeding the baby.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No, that makes
I give
sense,
you
though.
5 for a dub if you leave right now. That's track number 2. He could have incorporated this whole thing because there's
Right.
levels to this argument.
Right.
That's track 3.
That's
levels.
track 3 levels.
And then put her
Featuring Kodak Black.
and then put her on the track singing.
Yeah, man. You know what? I'm pissed off. I'm gonna go to the roof. Track 4.
Go to the roof.
The whole argument is here, man.
It's a setup, I tell you.
See, it looked like something that it's not. Track 5. Look like something. You know what I'm saying? He could have promoted that EP.
Should have been on.
He didn't do it the correct way because I didn't know he had a new project out.
I
They
had
need
no
to get
clue.
on his
But you do
team.
now.
Was that track 6?
No. But you do. I don't know. I didn't look at the album. I was like, I don't know what's on it.
This is why everybody needs therapy, man.
Fact.
Everybody
I might try
needs
it.
therapy.
I never tried it.
I
might
want to try
therapy.
it. Just
Yeah.
for like,
I
I
definitely
I'm gonna
want
try it.
I'm also
Everybody
scared because I
need it.
like me. I don't want to dig up some shit I'm all sad about now. I'm like, I never even thought about that.
I want to know why stuff. That's why I want to do therapy.
I don't want
Like
my
why I'm wired the way I'm wired. That's what I want.
You don't find out. You just do a whole bunch of guessing, changing shit around, then being like, you know what? I actually like this and this that I've stopped doing, so I'm gonna go back to that and get rid of this. It's just
Like I felt like anxiety here and there, but I've never felt depressed because I don't ever want to pretend to insult the real depression.
But I
out
don't think
there,
therapy is necessarily if you're sad or lost. It's just like
talking shit up.
just talking.
I don't want my therapist to talk to me. Just listen. I don't want your advice. Just listen.
They don't give advice.
There's
Usually.
a lot of people
You
like
see,
that.
just need a friend.
that just wants to.
I just want to go in
You
there
see, need
and
to go get a
talk.
puppy
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah, I just want to go in there and talk. I don't want you to give me your advice, and I just
Yeah.
want to talk.
Because it's hard to talk to people because they got to chime in.
Yes.
But
Every
Craig, you
time.
done counseling or
Yeah. I
Therapy?
started doing therapy at like 22, 23. Once I started the Writers Guild and I got that insurance.
he was like, "Oh, let me
Uh-oh,
slide in
let's
here."
get it.
What
Yeah.
what have you gotten from it? So talk to Keon about this on C- Society, guys, which is up right now. If
Hey.
anybody wants to.
That's how you promote.
That's how you
That's-
promote.
You gotta check that.
See this
Now punch me in the face,
the
Chaz.
baby, man. Come on, man.
But what do you got from it?
I just started looking at myself more
Mm-hmm.
and being more accountable for my actions.
Okay.
Because once you start looking and noticing you can make changes, then you know some of the stuff that you're doing intentionally
Yeah.
and some of the stuff that's accidentally sliding through.
You still
That's
go?
why I think everybody should go to
I
therapy.
haven't gone in like a year and a
Do
half,
this.
2 years
Okay.
since COVID
Have
started.
you noticed a difference in not going?
Well, since COVID, no, I haven't really interacted with that many people.
Did you cry in there at any point?
I be having my in the tub crying
No, I'm
moments
talking
just
about
without
with the
Fully
therapist.
dressed?
No.
Like Mario.
That's only when I'm smoking, and I don't
Fully
want to get
dressed in the
smoke
tub?
out in the rest of the house. I get in the tub by the window.
But you ain't cry in front of the therapist or nothing like that?
Nah, they don't get into it like that. They just. It's like you go sit with a friend that don't say much.
DC
but
be
when
there
you
for
stop
6
talking,
hours
you
and
laugh.
I
rain.
know.
And
I
that's
want to
not
know.
fair.
I want to know if I cry. Are they gonna how they gonna comfort me if I cry in there? Like, are they gonna just leave me there on that chair by myself?
They allow
On
you
my
to be
back?
yourself. Like
got
they allow
somebody else
whatever you
coming
want
in.
to let out, they'll allow you. And if you don't want to dig that far, then they won't take it there.
But if I
You-
cry, are they gonna rub my back or something? Or just
Nah,
gonna be
ain't
Nah,
crying?
it-
touching
it's
You want
a-
your back rubbed on the teeth?
If I'm gonna cry, yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
Sound like you see,
get
a
over
side
here.
chick. You gotta go
be
to the.
comforted.
I'm gonna write this a book now about side chicken with Chaz Rogers.
I feel like
That
Chaz
sounds like
has
a
never
menu
even
book.
experienced
Of course,
a side
Right,
of
chick.
course
just
not.
guessing.
I'm just
Why
talking.
did it sound like
It's
I'm
not
just
about this
talking.
life.
Side
I'm
chicken.
purely not side
What you
chicken.
know about side chicken?
I'm just purely talking hot shit, guys.
In my
that sounds
heyday,
like
when
a
I was
dope
younger, I
ass
had
restaurant.
side chicks.
Side
I
chicken?
love them.
It's a side
It'd
chicken.
be like a hot chicken.
It's like
love
hot
'em.
wings, but with all your
I'm
side
in.
chicks there. Side chicken.
That does not sound
New
like
restaurant.
So Talkspace is a therapy joint that y'all can dig in on. Meeting with the therapist to work on your mental health is just as helpful as hiring a personal trainer to work on your physical health, and the positive impact can be just as life-changing. Talkspace makes it possible to speak with a licensed therapist right from your phone, tablet, or computer. This is where I come in. I like that. I ain't got to actually pull up to the couch. And unlike traditional
You gotta talk
therapy,
though on the phone.
you can. And unlike traditional therapy,
Whole demeanor change.
you can message your therapist anytime via text, video, or voice. It's 100% secure and stigma-free, the way therapy should be. So, you know, we all talk about why we feel that therapy is important. And I feel like you definitely want to go in a space where you don't feel judged.
Right.
It should be convenient. It should feel ordinary and like regular. Because a lot of people are just scared of the whole process of going to a therapist. Like, 'cause, you know, I don't know, man. All that.
What's it
they
gonna
just-
be like?
There's an anxiety there that's inherent in a lot of people. Just like, no, I don't know, man. Or they won't get what I'm saying. I don't want to be judged. I ain't trying to do all that. I ain't trying to open up. And so people always have their little stance in place before they even try it.
It's supposed to
before
be
they even go
confidential,
in.
right?
Yeah,
It is.
always.
It's like DC scared
Always.
of crying in there. His first question is, "Did you cry? You
Yeah.
gonna cry? Yeah, man, you let it out." But
Yeah.
there
Go ahead
had
and
a little
cry in there,
guitar
DC.
over there.
DC start off with, look, first off, I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
All right.
Privacy is number one with the therapist. Like, that's the main,
Right.
the main thing. I learned that from The Sopranos.
Oh yeah.
Tony Soprano. That was basically the crux of the show. Just this
Him talking to his
gangster mobster dude talking to a therapist. But he kept that from his crew because they'd been like they
seen
probably
it
would
as
have
a
killed him
weakness. Yeah.
because it's considered weakness. But we gotta get off that.
We do.
At Talkspace, your privacy and security are their number one priority. The app puts you in a private room with just you and your therapist. Send messages 24/7 and get replies throughout the day. No need to wait for a weekly appointment. Talkspace's encryption and added security features keep your conversation fully protected. Whether you struggle with anxiety, depression, self-doubt, or anything else, Talkspace gives you access to the help you need to move forward. Facing those obstacles isn't easy, and you don't win a prize for doing it alone. Getting professional help isn't weird or weak. It's smart. Because sure, your friend might know a thing or two about electricity, but would you let him rewire your house? So don't leave your mental health to chance or the amateur advice or of a well-meaning friends or family. Talk to someone who's trained to help you make lasting progress. So join Talkspace today and start moving forward with a single message. Just visit Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month when you use the promo code ISSUES at sign up. That's $100 off your first month. Talkspace.com. Use the promo code ISSUES, and that's $100 off at Talkspace.com, man.
Goddamn fool. If you don't get goddamn, you know what it is, baby. You a fool.
Can you imagine having a therapist to text at 2 a.m. when you gonna call your ex?
Oh,
Right when you about to go live.
You know what? Could have used
Let me
Talkspace.
call my therapist.
WYD therapist.
You could have used
What you
Talkspace.
doing?
Do y'all know that's how the Menendez brothers got caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them was talking to the therapist, and he told like his girl, and his girl had told someone else.
Oh, the
Oh, wow.
therapist.
Yeah, so
he
the-
broke code.
Yeah, he broke
I
the
mean-
code with his
But
his
I just
girl.
read
Does that
something else.
count?
It's
though?
inadmissible.
Yeah, I read something else today that they took. I gotta look who it was. It was some article, or maybe it was yesterday that they requested someone's therapy records, like to review in a court case. I think it was like a divorce.
Did
court
they
case,
give
something like that? Yeah, like they had.
There's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be like stipulations to where you can.
I
drive
think you
at
get
this
this
point.
bar.
Yeah, like a
something.
murder or something like
So,
that.
yeah,
I mean,
or-
but if the law is interfering and they're saying, well, we need to have these records. I don't know if it's that
You
client.
take
I mean, it's
an
the
oath.
therapist. But I'm saying, if the law says, hey, we need these records, is it really the therapist's
still
fault at
have
that?
your-
But no, that's legit. But what
Right.
he did
Yeah.
was tell his girl,
just
and he
pillow
wasn't
talking.
supposed to do
he was
that.
pillow
Yeah.
talking, and she went and told to someone else.
Yeah.
The therapist.
But I'm like,
As a therapist, you wasn't
reporters
supposed to
don't
tell
tell
that
their
girl.
sources.
I think it
so
was
I
something
think
different, wasn't it?
Therapists should
No,
be
they
a
didn't-
little
they didn't-
stronger.
The therapist was
Yeah.
pillow talking.
Yeah, the therapist was pillow talking, and then his girl went. and
No,
told,
no. Well, no, you're almost right.
What is it then?
One of the brothers did tell a girl. One of the brothers who did it told.
No, he
No.
was talking to his therapist.
But no, but that's how they got. No, they were talking to a therapist.
Yeah,
but
but
they
he-
looked at the therapy
No,
records.
the therapist assistant overheard the conversation and the assistant told. That's
there
where
it
the
is.
Oh.
So
agent
therapist
told.
is clean.
So the therapist legit.
Therapist is
But
clean.
the
but,
assistant,
but that's how they
though,
got caught because they had all the
assistant
records.
like, ooh.
Yeah.
The assistant is
Yeah.
at fault.
Yeah, it's just oh.
y'all gonna make me look this up. I'm gonna
killed
look it
your
up.
So now,
Yeah.
the assistant's out there ear hustling. I don't like that.
That was a white
Girl.
dude too. It
What's
was not a
happening?
black woman that heard.
The assistant is ear
Okay,
hustling.
so my
I'm
bad,
gonna
my
look-
bad.
I'm gonna
That's
read-
more-
No, it still sounded like.
Oh
Re-look it
my
up.
God.
That's a cold game.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just watched that whole thing too. I was like,
That's a
wait a
cold
minute.
game.
Mm-hmm.
But they took all the therapy records. That's how they found the proof of it.
Right.
Because otherwise it's
That-
hearsay.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Man.
That's crazy, man.
What-
If you watch that doc though with the Menendez brothers,
Oh man, it's insane.
Oh, a lot
Oh,
of
it's
crazy,
crazy,
stuff popped
bro.
up.
Yeah.
I was like,
I
I
never-
kind of get it
I never
if what
saw
they
that
said
thing.
was true.
Oh yeah, that's
About
what
the
I'm about to get
molestation
into.
stuff?
Yeah, about him sleeping in bed with his mom
what I was
and
about to-
dad.
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I think
was
all
like,
that. I think all that was true.
If that stuff was true, I like, oh, I get it. Y'all shouldn't be
I
in
don't
jail.
know
Y'all
nothing
should be in
about
a
that-
mental
that
institution.
case.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
they
didn't know they
got,
killed their parents.
Yeah, but
That's all I know.
They were
But
saying
once
they're
you like,
rich, spoiled kids, but then they start going into how the parents were molesting them.
Super
Oh,
abusing them.
well, that's
And-
foul.
Super
Yeah,
abusing
still in
them.
to
jail?
the point where the
Yeah,
father
yeah.
was molesting them, in the bed with their mom in the bed too.
Oh, well, yeah,
And her
they
mom
gotta
was
go.
with it. The mom was
Yeah,
like,
you
I don't know
gotta
if she was
go.
with. I think she was scared. They're saying like she was scared.
Come
So
on.
these brothers killed both parents.
Yeah.
uh-huh.
Oh, well.
And then like they even talk about it like he's like, well, they killed the dad. That was it. But then they say they got the mom, and he's like, dude didn't want to kill his mom, but the shot.
Oh, one of them didn't want
Shot.
to kill the mom?
I don't think either one of them wanted to kill the mom. I think they just felt like they had to.
I mean, she was a bystander. Then
Who pulled the trigger? Just one of them? And the other one was standing there?
I don't recall.
not
for
Or
sure.
sure.
they
how
both
that
dumping?
happened.
Let me get some bullets.
I know they went
Let
and
me get
bought
some
matching
kicks.
Rolexes the next
Yeah,
day.
The
it was
next
the
day, they was out
after
balling.
effect. Because they didn't feel no remorse. Like they were just.
Well, after all that, I wouldn't either.
They
Well, they
probably
had to
felt the
pretend-
relief if they were being molested all that time, and now their supposed demon.
Wait,
Was
how
on-
old were they when they
They
committed the
were like
murder?
teenagers,
Early-
weren't they?
They look
No,
grown.
they're
I
early
the footage
20s.
I
They're
seen,
like
they look
grown.
I
They
feel
were-
like it's a lot of
I think they're like
not
teenagers.
really knowing what y'all
Yeah.
talking about.
For somebody who
well,
watched the
Tony, we didn't
documentary.
study this shit. You watched it.
Yeah, we just caught a glimpse.
Sometimes you gotta go to the Patreon because they looking at
They
that.
got the
man.
information. They
'Cause
do.
we be-
Y'all
We
tell
be
us,
wrong hella
y'all tell us
times on
Keon's
here.
Patreon.
Hey man, we just my thing is always like I'm just gonna bring it up and see,
I look
but
to
see if
them
it
to
sticks.
make smart
Yeah.
remarks. And I'm like, yeah.
see what sticks, man.
We're back with another episode of Daddy Issues. 41 minutes into the movie.
Is that the longest intro we've had?
Yeah, that was the
It's
longest
gotta be.
intro.
We had a
Might be.
commercial
I
I
feel
feel like
the
we,
intro.
I feel like we've had a
Right.
longer one.
I feel like we did too, but I don't know.
That was long. That was almost an hour.
Hey
I
guys,
like
gu-
it, you know
guys,
what I'm
guess
saying?
what? Guess what, guys?
Sometimes, you know what I'm saying, the movies never give you the time
Right.
until it goes off.
Guess what, guys? It's Izzy's birthday today.
Hey,
Happy
happy birthday.
birthday.
Izzy,
Happy birthday,
busy.
Izzy. Boo, you
Speaking
never
speaking
see
of
this.
kids killing their parents. Yeah.
I can't wait for the day you get to take my life
Yeah.
and thus
man.
keep the cycle
We
going.
went from the baby. She gonna learn something today.
Yeah.
She
man.
funny, man.
Izzy's
Izzy,
great,
she
bro.
gonna be how old for the listeners?
She's 3 today.
Big
Oh,
year.
yeah.
I
Born
remember
at
when I
4
was 3,
fucking
man.
25 in the morning.
I had a full-time
4:25.
job.
She
when I
was born
there.
at 4:25.
After a blunt, 420. 5 minutes later, bam.
She woke up high as shit. She was actually born with her eyes open, and then the doctors put that shit in her eyes, and her eyes closed.
The
for like a
vitamin
day.
K?
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
whatever that was. I was very upset. Like, what the fuck y'all just do? But I didn't say that shit. But in my mind, I was cussing
Protected
them
her
all out.
eyes and gave her vitamins.
Yeah.
Why
Fuck
are their
that
eyes?
shit.
I mean, not supposed to be.
No, usually I think most kids are born with their eyes closed.
Okay.
But she came out peeping like, yo.
Nosy.
And then they were like, and she was like, ah.
Oh, to make her. Oh, okay.
I was like, what kind of acid you just
What
put
they
in
put
her
that
mouth?"
in there for?
I don't know.
It's
What you
some
just
sort
I have
of
no idea.
vitamin.
It's something like that. It's supposed to just help them.
Yeah.
But it kept her eyes closed for like a day or two. And then she peeped, was like, oh, snap again, you know?
Newborn
like-
baby eyes are weird looking.
They were
Yeah,
glossy and
it's
alien like.
a weird,
all
it's a
black.
weird color.
Yeah, all black. But I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, she's looked.
That makes sense. It might be too much for her eyes when they
You
first.
can't
Oh,
be coming
man.
out open. There's probably all this
Right.
stuff in
Imagine
there.
your eyes being closed for months and then and the hospital be
And the
bright.
vagina.
So bright.
Yeah. It's just like super closed. You got materials in there.
Yeah.
And
That's
then
a
you
lot.
open them up. That's tough.
I get it.
She's like, Dad, give me your.
Sometimes I'll be like
me your
this
black
coming out the
light
movie
shades.
theater. in the
Right,
daytime.
yeah.
You be like, yeah, that movie was good. I forgot.
Yeah.
We went to the matinee. Your eyes be
Oh, yeah,
sizzling.
coming out of a movie theater in a day. Is
Man,
weird.
it's weird because you forget.
You ever done a show in a day?
Oh yeah.
You be like, what is happening?
Oh, man.
dreadful?
Taking a bomb in the sunlight is different. It's different. Them
Yeah.
day shows.
You still got
do
the
not
whole
go
day to
well.
sit on that.
Yeah, I
Them
seen
day
y'all
shows
up at the
don't go
park. Did you do the show up at the park over
I've done.
by the Grove?
I feel like a porn star when it comes to stand up.
Me too.
I've done it all.
Everything, all the nasty stuff.
I've done it all, man.
It's by
Somebody
the little,
performed at a
the little
funeral.
Jewish
in
museum
my
over
butt.
there. They have a little amphitheater outside, and they do
He say?
stand up right there.
We've done it all. He said we've done it all. This
What'd you
porn
say?
stars is comedy shows.
Wait
I
a
said
second.
thumb in my butt.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about
I definitely
yeah.
had thumb up my ass comedically.
Yeah.
Some of these gigs.
Comedically,
Oh, man.
That's
They
fair
took
game.
dumps
You
in my
didn't, say
mouth.
you didn't say nothing but something in my butt. It was like, where did that
Tony
come
took
from?
it to
Wait
the
a
porn,
second.
and I just was like, yeah.
They
we've had-
doo-dooed in my mouth. Peed on my feet.
It's like thumb in my butt. Yeah, like,
Money shot it into my tea, and I had to drink it. Done it all.
comically.
Comically, I've done it all, guys. All kind of shows. Thumb in my butt.
so random.
Thumb in my butt.
Thumb up the
Man.
butt is
not
easy
laughing,
work.
That's easy, yeah.
That's an easy. That's an easy gig.
For the people out there, so they understand
Nah, man.
what's going on.
Is that how
There's
we get
no
here?
contact.
How did we
Yeah,
get
no
here from a
context.
child's birthday? Great question.
No contact.
Is that equivalent to an ashy city?
Oh my god.
What would be a thumb in my butt set? Just daytime.
No,
Guess it
like,
depends on who you are. Some people like that shit.
Wait, yeah, is it
So-
bombing or is that a good
bro,
show?
but you've done backyard shows.
Is
You've
that a
done
surprise
picnics.
show?
You've done
Yeah.
anniversary.
Weddings are bad.
Yeah, I'm like, how many
Weddings are
shows have you
bad.
done where you go like, this setup is awful. Like the setup is awful. It's just weird energy here in his living room.
Outdoor.
Outdoor in the
Yeah.
Black
middle.
festival.
When you're in the middle of the thing, there's
Yeah.
people
The whole
around.
People
fashion-
walking by,
a fashion
kids
show.
running around.
He was like, man,
Cordless
Done a
mic.
fashion show.
Cordless Mike. Remember that show we did at that party at the house?
yeah.
Me, you, and Ronnie Ray.
Yeah,
and
I
then
was-
they just cut my set short. All right, we just gonna stop this, man. Turn the music
It
back
was going
on. I
well
was
too,
just like-
though, wasn't it?
You don't like
And we were
cordless
standing
mics?
in the
No,
threshold.
hell no.
Yeah, because I remember.
I would damn sure make a comic
It was- they
where
were like
the
teenagers.
Janet Jackson
Yeah.
mic.
And they cut the
mic.
music off to start the comedy show, and the teenagers were pissed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
cut because they was dancing hard. They were having the time. But they like, man, cut the music off, man. We're gonna do this little comedy.
And I
shit
remember I was roasting
right
some
here.
girl because I looked in the window and it was messy as shit. And I was like, oh, whose room is this? Is sitting there? And she ran off. She was like, oh my God. And ran off. And I remember it was going.
Man.
I don't remember it being bad.
Well, that's because you got to finish your
Oh,
set.
that's a good point.
You and Ronnie Ray got to complete the set.
All right,
They
y'all.
cut me off.
With
Like you were-
music.
like you were the-
7
like you were the
minutes
wrong
in.
one,
They was
like
like,
you were
man,
saying.
all right, man, enough of this. I was like, I was the one that.
Yeah, sure.
You was the headliner.
Tony brought us
Yeah.
along.
No,
And
cut it off, man. Y'all keep dancing, man.
What's
Wrap
the,
this shit
what's
up.
the rudest light that you've seen?
Rude as who?
Light, like to get off the stage. Like some people do a phone, some people do a little flashlight.
Ian's phone at the Comedy Union was annoying because he would always light you early.
It wasn't like no. It was just the phone light.
He would usually the red light would come on, then he come in with the phone
Yeah.
immediately.
Yeah, I remember
after
that.
And he'd be like, "Can you do 15?" And then he lighting you at 7, aggressively.
The light combined with music is always bad too. Where they,
Oh, it
when they put
happened.
a little snippet, they
They
yeah.
That,
do a
that
little-
happened at Chocolate this Sunday.
Skip, skip.
I mean, they play, the
That-
last couple Sundays I've done, people gotten played off.
Oh,
Like the Emmys.
Cause you be like, was that on purpose or?
You ever
The,
see? You ever
the
see?
playoff is so awkward.
You ever see
Bruh.
the when
And
somebody
I got to go
bombing?
back up and address it as the
Oh,
host.
you
man.
do gotta
Oh,
do
that's
that.
easy work.
Yeah, it'd be fun for me. But I'd be feeling bad for because it was their first or second time and they trying to get on. But I'd be like, I have to address
We
what
can't
you
just not
did.
talk about it.
Yeah, you got
Especially
to.
if you like, you got 3 minutes. Like the last young lady, you got 3 minutes. She took 45 seconds doing a dance.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, hey.
Oh.
And then she got to her set, and that light started flashing. I'm like, you better get off. And DJ's sidekick was like, zoop. I was like, get off. Zoop, get off. And they just started playing the music.
So embarrassing.
I was
It's
like, you
time
didn't,
to
you like,
go.
get off. You saw the
Yeah.
light. You
Was
got
she,
it.
was she winning though?
She was doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
I like when the host comes
She gonna
on
be back.
stage clapping, like, "Hey, yeah, give it," and you like,
I come on laughing every time. Every time. And
No, I
but
mean
be
in
like,
their
tell
set.
them what happened. Like,
In
don't
the-
make it look like I'm an asshole that just played them off.
Right,
Like,
right.
tell them why that happened.
I like
Yeah.
I like when somebody's bombing and you can hear the light click in the back.
Ooh. Man, that's a real bomb.
You be
right
like
there.
click 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 click. Oh. It's like oh, you're not supposed to be able to hear that click. That's-
When
that
somebody's
click would
bombing
be
and they
dry,
look for the
dry.
light, that makes me
Oh,
laugh.
well, that's always funny.
Oh,
Every
yeah.
time they be like, is that the light?
they just take their phone out and shine it on themselves.
Is that-
Yeah.
They
is that
hear
the light?
keep doing
How
it.
much time I got?
How much? Yeah, I was gonna say.
Where
that.
I'm at?
How long I've been up here?
They ain't
Too
know they
long?
eating it. They be like, I want to get out of here.
Man.
Who said that? With your shit is dark. I can't even roast you.
I need to get some glasses.
Before I get out of here, man. Before I get out of here. All right, y'all. Before I get out of here, I'm going to end with this. Like, you should have ended 10 minutes ago.
Before I get out of here.
Man, before I get out of here, before I get out of here on a bomb is mad funny.
What makes me laugh is like sometimes that people bomb, they're not even bad comics. They got flustered, in the environment, and then they never recover. But it's like you just got like on Chocolate Sundays for a lot of people, they coming out. It's a big deal,
Right.
so they're nervous already, and then they fumble over a joke, and you just see it. It's like pull up.
Never
They,
get
just,
their
they
feet
can't,
together.
and they're nervous, and they didn't. Now a celebrity done walked in, and they just.
It's exciting. It's exciting.
They
Chocolate
can't
Sun-
do it, and then you just see them, and they get off like the last couple people who bombed. as I'm coming up, they didn't even dap me. They just ran.
Of course.
They just
Nah, get
ran
the
by.
hell out.
Don't
Don't
dap,
miss my
man.
They
name.
just ran-
This
yeah,
ain't,
they
this
just
ain't the free throw line where you miss a shot and still be like,
they ran off like shoulder bump. They was out of there. Skyrocket.
Would you say that? And don't tell him my name. the interchange, don't tell him my name.
All right, just leave.
They be out of there, and it's like, well,
man,
comedy hard.
comedy is
That'd
tough,
be my
man.
thing when I
Comedy
come
is
up. Like
tough.
comedy hard.
Just
Yeah,
ain't
rough.
easy.
It's not.
And Chocolate Sunday is a setup for the win.
Oh,
That's
But-
what made me feel bad about the last one. Like they was like, any advice? I was like, no, you'll be fine. You can't lose here. Kind of took it. I was like, nah, you good. You good.
you
set
got
up.
this.
Bro,
You good.
I mean, I've definitely bombed when everybody's killing, and I gone up and be like, I'm gonna ride this wave, and then I'm like, no, guys.
Yeah.
It was
Is
all
it me?
going, no.
What happened?
Those are the worst bombs.
You
when
like, no.
You can't blame the audience.
Because it's you. No, guys, come on.
If you do it first, you can hold it until the comments after you come up and you be like, oh shit, it was me.
Yeah.
It
was
is super
me.
painful if you go up in the middle.
Yeah.
In between,
Everybody
then-
was
yeah.
getting love, and then you.
Because you got
That's
an
what you
excuse when you
know.
go first.
Yeah, you're like, oh, they wasn't warmed up yet.
I took the bullet for y'all.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
why
I
I'm-
took the bullet
yeah.
for y'all. Helps you sleep at
Yeah,
night.
that's why I'm
But when
winning.
you go
I
in
mean,
the
I went
middle,
first.
they was like, nah, man, it was
Nah,
you.
man.
Nah, you put me up when they was ordering drinks.
Yeah.
They was chatty.
The drink
That
orders.
happens though. When they like DC got played, even though he still did well, but he got played when we did whatchamacallit.
The Def Jam?
No, the Big
He's gonna
Sky.
let you name
Oh.
all.
They had intermission.
Oh, that
they
was
had
so
like people
horrible,
was
bro.
ordering, so they was in and out.
Mm.
Like right when he got up, and it was just
Oh.
like
I forgot about that, bro.
it's like yo, so he kind of like got played,
Trash.
and he was doing well with the people there, but there was people coming back from the bathroom, in and out,
Bro.
hot dog,
after
popcorn.
intermission, I was like,
And
man.
all the momentum had, and I think Preacher had just got off, so they was
Mhm.
riding high.
Preacher
they
just
was good.
ripped.
So preacher rib, and then they went to intermission.
Intermission.
Oh,
And
full
then they
blown
brought you.
intermission.
They brought you cold after
Cold
the
up.
intermission.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
sick.
Cold
You gotta
right
have
there.
a whole let everybody
Cold up.
resituate.
Bro.
People
People
come back,
still
so a lot of
sitting
people was
down.
like, I didn't even see a set because they in there ordering.
Intermission's a different energy when they come back
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, you got to rebuild.
And then you gotta
right?
settle them
Intermission.
down and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
I
You gotta
forgot about
restart.
that, Keon.
DC mad all
complain
over.
Brought back
about
the
it.
wall. Thanks,
DC mad
Keon.
all over
No
again.
problem, guys. That's what I'm here for.
That's a DC thumb in my butt.
Thumb in your butt.
Thumb in my
That was a
butt.
good
That
thumb
was a
right
thumb
there.
in my butt right there. Thumb in my butt.
Good thumb
That's
in
where
your
that came
butt.
from.
Speaking of thumbs and butts,
That is not a transition.
Speaking of thumbs in
He
the butt.
tried it.
are you booty hairs manscaped?
I see what you
I
did.
tried.
It's all
I tried
connected.
they got that. They sent me the
For the
the
booty
body
hair?
wash.
booty hair?
No, the body wash and
The body wash and the
2-in-1
shampoo. I tried it too.
I like it.
It's manly.
That's what I like
feel like a
about
man getting out the shower.
Manscaped stuff. All the scents, like you smell like a dude. Like it smells good, but it's
sharp
like
smell. That.
yeah, like
Yeah.
their body wash, their shampoo. It's not fruity. It's not like you just be like. I got out the shower after using it. I was like. Like you just, I like all their products because you smell like a man. Like
You
everything
fix
they
some
do,
shit.
just bathed
it's
in the
for
creek.
us. Yeah, you feel like their product is for us. You know what I mean?
And I know people gonna be like, but Tom, you ain't got no hair. Still.
But in my
Shampoo,
butt,
scalp.
Shampoo and conditioner. And I use it on my little cheers, man.
Oh, you shampoo your face too?
Oh yeah, I
Me
be
too.
Like,
Y'all shampoo your face?
no,
Yeah.
guys, I
moisturize.
I like it, and I like the bottles that they came in.
They
Sturdy.
tough. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? Last night I had one of those. If somebody broke in right now moments,
Yeah.
and I was like, I'll grab the
Yeah,
Manscaped
you
bottle.
can
It's
use it.
heavy.
That's
What, does
a
it have
wow.
like
It's
a
like-
brass knuckle on it
It's
or
like
something?
the you know how you get the 10 water bottles?
Yeah.
It's like that, like, but it's heavy.
Well, they give you some
Yeah.
real deal stuff.
They give you it's
Yeah,
like a
it's
manly
nice.
bottle, and I was like, I will bust somebody in the head with this. They break in right now. I'm going for the
Yeah.
Manscaped.
While I'm shaving my balls. I'm
Manscaped.
like, oh.
And you smell good too, don't you? Huh?
Yeah,
You like
it was
that?
nice.
I really like the. I
And
like
I
all
like
their
the
products.
2-in-1s.
Mm-hmm.
There's less real estate being taken up in the shower.
Is it as effective though? The 2-in-1s?
To me, it is.
I feel like
I don't need that
for
extra,
us, yeah, we
you
don't.
know.
Our hair ain't luxurious.
I don't like having.
You know
I
what I
We
mean?
don't know
Like,
what you
bottles
got
in the
going
I'm
shower.
just
on.
saying. I
It's
mean,
like
I
that
don't know.
industrial strength.
Yeah, I don't like having a lot of stuff in the shower.
Me neither, bro. It falls.
Right.
It's just You know.
Sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
they got.
abusing
I
children.
like the shampoo and the conditioner.
Don't
That's
mind
new.
me.
They got that out.
Yeah.
You can get 20% off plus free shipping with the code issues at manscaped.com. Go to manscaped.com. Use the code issues for 20% off and free shipping. So they got
You want to punch?
the balls stuff. They got body wash, shampoo. They got it all
Whole
for the fellas.
shebang.
For the fellas, finally, because don't nobody care about us.
They
Our
don't.
hygiene.
But
Nobody cares.
Manscaped does.
Manscaped cares.
They care about the men,
They care.
and we appreciate y'all.
I
This,
do.
I'll
this
make
is our
sure-
summer's eve.
Right.
They got
know
the
what I'm
wipes
saying?
too.
I bet that's next. I bet they come out with
Oh,
some
man.
manly smelling
Oh,
wipes.
once they come out with the ball
perfect.
wipes,
Ugh.
When y'all coming out with the daddy issue ball wipes.
daddy issue ball wipes.
Because that's a daddy issue.
It is.
It is.
Factual.
Dab it.
Dab it.
It says, oh,
Get it in.
somebody said Scaredy Cat is good.
Oh,
It's very special, man.
thank you,
Scaredy cat is gold.
patrons.
No,
Appreciate
they got
y'all,
in on
man.
the Winter's Adam. Instead of,
We appreciate that love.
Instead of
Summer's
Summer's
Eve.
Eve,
I was at the
Winter's
very
Adam?
end of
Very
Scaredy
clever.
Cat.
You were where, DC?
At the very end of Scaredy Cat.
Oh, were you?
Oh
yeah, they brought me up after.
All right, man. Now the reason you guys are here is gone. DC. Thumb in my butt.
Thumb in my butt.
Thumb in my butt.
I remember Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Ferris Bueller's sister, she told Charlie Sheen when they was at the police station, "Why don't you stick your thumb up your butt?" Charlie Sheen was like, like he was thinking about it, like, you know what, I'll try it.
What was his? He was like, what was his role in that?
He was just a tough guy at the police station.
Which movie?
And they would tell Ferris Bueller's Day
Yeah,
Off.
he was
okay.
just there.
And then she ended up making out with him at the
Yeah.
end of the joint. And then she was all happy and giddy after that.
Was that his first film?
Nah.
Oh, he
I
had
don't think so.
That's
was
how
like
all the 80s sex symbols were. Like in Breakfast Club, it was the silent
Oh, what's his name?
tough
Judd
kid.
Nelson.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
troubled, dark. You know what I'm
There
saying?
was a bunch of them in Outsiders. They
Oh,
were all
yeah, that
troubled.
whole-
yeah, that whole cast.
Whole
were-
cast
yeah.
was
trouble.
tough,
Yeah, tough
dark,
and trouble.
but soft at the
Outsiders.
same time.
Yeah, the Outsiders. That's
Tom
before
Cruise
your
is
time.
in that. Rob Lowe.
He says before his time.
Ralph
don't think I've seen
Camacho? No,
Macchio.
Ralph Macchio.
Yeah, Ralph Macchio.
Yeah. Ralph Macchio was the guy for a little bit,
There
man.
was a bunch
He
of
was
people
30.
Outsiders.
He was 30 playing teenagers
He
back
wasn't
then.
30 in the Karate Kid.
In the Karate Kid, I think he was like in his late 20s.
Nah.
Early 20s.
Nah.
Because he's got to be
late
50
20s.
now.
Skew it up, man. Because he don't look
50
that old
I
now.
love Cobra Kai, bro.
He's got to be. He's got to be in his 60s now.
No.
Nah.
He might be early 60s top.
Nah.
Let's
He
see.
still looks good. If he's early 60s,
Yeah,
he
if he's
looks
60s,
really
he looks
good.
great. He's 50 something, bro.
He was old in Karate Kid. I remember that because we was like.
Well, he was definitely older than high school age, but I think it was early 30s.
In Karate Kid?
Maybe.
Heavens
yeah,
no.
I'm thinking.
He was old.
No,
bro.
not in Karate Kid.
Yeah,
He was a
in
kid,
Karate
right?
Kid, he was
Okay,
every bit
he's
of 20.
60 years old on the dot.
Nah.
Yeah.
So Karate Kid came out in the 80s.
Maybe
so
40 years ago.
He was 20 something, like I
30
said.
years ago.
When did Karate Kid first come out? The first one.
84? I think 84, 83. Let's see.
So he was 20 during Karate Kid?
Yeah.
that's old
Which
as
is
shit.
which is the norm. Like if you
Yeah,
play a
that's norm,
teenager,
yeah.
you're going to be in your early 20s. Most
Especially
likely.
for some of the
So the
scenes they do.
Outsiders was first,
Yeah.
and then the Karate Kid was 84.
Damn,
So he
know
was
that.
20.
I've never seen Outsiders.
He was
heard of
so
that.
They made
61,
us read it in
71,
school.
81.
Yeah.
So he was like 23.
Dang, I don't know. Dang, I thought he was like my age. for some
Usually when they
reason.
have like a teenager be the lead role, they usually grown.
At least
more
18.
times than not.
They never want to do it under 18.
No.
Yeah. So
Especially the lead and all that, yeah.
They had everybody in this
And
movie.
they always look young. All the Outsiders had a
Sheesh.
stack
Yeah,
cast.
the Outsiders is
Who in
cracking.
there? Who in
Yeah.
there?
Yeah. Everybody was in there.
Every white man you know.
Mhm, They put them all in the
It's-
same movie.
They all in there. Matt Dillon, Tom Cruise.
Ralph Macchio,
Mm-hmm.
man.
Wasn't he Pony Boy?
Pony
Ralph
Boy was
Macchio?
Patrick
I
Swayze.
think that was Ralph Macchio.
Patrick
in the movie.
Swayze was in that joint.
He was.
Rob Lowe. I mean, they got every white dude ever is in
Mhm.
this.
You see Matt Dillon? You say Matt Dillon?
Clinton, Bill Clinton.
There's a
in
movie about gangsters. And
Oh, yeah,
there's
Matt
no
Dillon
black
was in
people
there.
in it.
So we got Emilio Estevez,
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze, Matt Dillon, Ralph Macchio, Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise, and what's his name? C. Thomas Howell.
Oh wow.
C. Thomas Howell from Soul Man. Remember that movie?
Yeah, that was one of my
Oh, that
favorite
was
movies.
him. Yeah,
Yeah.
When he's the black dude,
Yeah,
the
he
white
wanted to
guy.
get scholarship,
yeah.
so he wore blackface. How
Bitch,
that
give me
movie
my
slide?
hypodermic needle. I was a little
about
kid. I
He was
like-
also in The Hitcher.
Yeah.
Not a lot of
Tom-
people seen that,
see,
but The Hitcher
people
was
said
Tom
it
scary.
Cruise
was
get
a
braces?
Yeah, he got his teeth fixed.
People
Oh,
said
okay.
it was a racist movie, but I just used to laugh. As
Oh,
soul
it
mate.
didn't offend me at that time.
It didn't offend me either.
Yeah.
That was always
But
my
I was
rule
a
if you
little
laugh.
kid at that time, so it was just
Yeah, that
like,
was the
okay.
norm. Like,
Yeah.
oh, white black guy.
I laughed at the little kid at the table. Hey,
black-
bitch,
he
get
was
my
a
happy
black-
needle.
Oh my
They
god.
had
I
a
need to
little-
revisit that movie.
They had a
man.
little
His
6-year-old
makeup
say
was
that.
trash, bro.
I need to revisit that
Right.
movie, man. Yo, I need to do a movie
watch
night.
that.
That's what
Soul
makes
Man.
it even
Soul
funnier.
Man.
So he was trying to be black to get a scholarship.
He got
Yeah.
scholarship
That is
off being
hilarious
black.
premise.
That's mad.
Yep.
funny.
And it was okay then. No one, wasn't no backlash.
He looks
See,
ridiculous.
that wasn't blackface. It was blackface, but I mean, it was like it made sense
I saw
why,
why he was doing it. Just like
It was
Tropic
Tropic
Thunder, you
Thunder.
understood why he was doing it.
Tropic Thunder was perfectly played.
I rewatched that. I
It's
was
perfectly
in
played.
The only
tears.
thing that was racist in there was the little 8-year-old baby said, "Bitch, where my hypodermic needle?" They had him dressed like a pimp in the all-white suit.
That's when it's like, hey,
All right,
all right, enough.
this has nothing to do with getting in school.
The Outsiders, man. Francis Ford Coppola film.
Oh,
That was
yeah?
Francis Ford.
Yeah,
Man, that's they make you read that in school.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
I ain't heard.
No, it's coming up.
You was supposed to read. I rarely read what I was supposed to read in school.
I didn't like how books smelled when I was.
I'm not mad at you, bro.
I ain't gonna read this.
Man, it was just
Dang,
like,
bro.
You gotta like
I
the smell of
gotta
books.
read
You walk in a bookstore, it's a smell.
Thanks, bro.
The bookstore.
The bookstore used to smell.
I used to love Barnes and Nobles
said,
though.
I was
'cause it smelled
allergic.
like coffee.
I didn't finish the books either. I would read just enough to if I got called on,
Yeah.
I could answer a part. But if they passed that part, like you know how you do the discussion in class,
Yeah.
if they got past the part I read, I'd be like, oh god, I don't know what to do. She'd be like,
Y'all
you
didn't-
read it? I'd be like, I did. Oh, I forgot because the dude.
Yeah.
Y'all weren't readers in
Oh,
growing
no.
up?
I
You was a reader?
I was a big
Y'all weren't
reader.
readers? No.
Comic books.
Well, I mean, but but not like books.
Every time I would start like an actual novel, I would fall to the wayside because I remember it starting Stephen King's It,
Uh-huh.
and I remember reading Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and like stuff like that. But like the stuff they assigned in school, man, it was just like, man, it's boring. Man. I remember The Good Earth in high school. That book was so boring. dog. The Good Earth. And they was just going
Why
into
you mad at the Good
details
Earth?
about the crop and the soil. And I
Now,
was
if you
like,
ever
man,
read-
fuck this,
And now
man.
you vegan.
Man,
There
Stuck
you go.
with you.
but it
Moby Dick.
didn't.
Moby Dick does that. Like if you ever read Moby Dick, there's just whole chapters of them describing different whales.
Yeah,
And like I can see like as a kid, you're like,
Yeah.
because if you're not into it, it's like bone density.
that
And, like, it
sounds
gets-
pretty interesting.
I read-
to me,
It's
though.
interesting as an adult.
I
As a
used
kid,
to love whales.
yeah, as a kid though, you're like, I don't get.
I
don't
might have
care
been
about
in
none
on
of
that.
book.
I read Moby Dick too young, so I didn't get all the hidden messages
Yeah.
behind it.
Yeah,
That's the thing too. They'd be like, these are great American literature, but you're introducing me to. I'm 10.
Right.
I don't give a shit.
Right. And then you find out a lot of stuff was a lie.
I'm trying to
later
figure out
on
if
in life.
Gambit and
You be
Rogue
like,
gonna smash. You know what I mean? I don't
They're bringing
care.
it back. You see, they're bringing it back.
yeah, they are bringing
Yeah,
it back.
like if Gambit put a condom on, is it like when as soon as he
I
lets go, it's
always-
like,
That's what I always
wondered that.
wondered.
With the condom,
could he
'cause
smash with the condom?
he just had to
Probably.
be like,
you just have to do
You
the
just
pumps
can't
or-
touch.
but as soon as he puts it on, it's like now it's a weapon.
Oh, no.
No, he
he
control
controls that.
Oh,
He control
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
But,
Gambit?
but
I seen
smash
him
it
take
Rogue.
cards off and
It's
Like,
not like
if
a
he put-
situation where he can't touch.
If he put a
anything
condom on and like, maybe some saran wrap around his hips,
around the hips.
could he? That
So
shit
If
what
he
is
wears a
what is
leather
Rogue
condom-
gonna do to the
oh,
condom?
he just needs to be in an all leather suit.
if he wears a
Nothing.
leather
Nothing.
condom, he's fine.
She can't touch skin to skin.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The person.
So-
But if he wears like one of them latex suits, he's all
That's
good.
what I'm saying,
Yeah,
like-
cut out.
Yeah.
Cut out
They
the
gonna be
sack.
sweating.
Oh, he's gonna be sweating.
They
He might
definitely
die.
had options.
I'm like, Gambit, stop being
In
a
real
punk.
life, Rogue is
Just
smashed.
pass out
Yeah.
and take it.
But also,
Get
I get
some.
Rogue like, I don't
That's
want you to
too
touch me.
risky.
You want that skin to skin. You can't kiss me because I'll kill you.
You
I
gotta-
get the risk.
You
gotta
can't
run-
make
run
out.
behind.
Though. You
That's what
can't
I'm
make
saying.
out.
Yeah,
But he's
there's
taking
no
the same
feelings.
risk with a regular
There's
girl.
no, like skin
Good.
to skin is the whole
Good.
thing about
No
sexual-
feelings.
But
Side
with
bitches.
Rogue,
That's raw,
with
man.
Rogue and Gambit though, she already know he feeling her, so they don't need to be making
Wolverine
out. tough.
could.
You
And
can take it.
Deadpool.
Well, they can hang in
Deadpool
there, but
could, but
they
he's
Probably
dead.
Spider-Man, maybe.
still gonna get them too though.
Yeah.
If it's
But-
too long.
Yeah,
Deadpool's
they gotta
dead.
get out of there. But they ain't gonna last
But
long.
Deadpool has the fastest
But
recharge.
he's dead.
What do you
She'll
mean?
be
No,
having
he's not
sex with
dead,
Deadpool.
He's
but
alive.
He just recharged.
she'll absorb. It's not just powers. It's like memories
and all
and
that.
all
Yeah.
that.
I'm just saying, purely, she won't kill Deadpool.
She probably could, but it would have to be a long time.
He'd have to be in there. like on a blue chew.
And
She could wipe out his memory like she did Miss Marvel.
Wait,
Well,
but
yeah,
what
no
about
one cares about
Colossus?
that.
Since all that metal comes over his
I don't
body,
think that would feel too good.
but still,
for who?
Colossus
Her,
be all
her.
cold.
But Colossus
Organic
is
steel in your vagina?
but
Yeah.
it is his
They
skin
got
though.
sex
That's a pap
toys.
smear.
That counts as his skill though. I mean
She
his
ain't gonna be
skin
in
though.
That is a sex toy though.
Isn't that count as his
It's a
skin?
sex toy.
Why's your kid so strong?
I don't know how if Colossus could touch Rogue.
Yeah. He can.
Technically, that's his skin though. When he turns
No,
his tail.
because she's touched him before and gotten that.
yeah,
No,
I think
skin.
that's all, right.
So then,
Because
nope.
it's still his skin.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler, he just pop in and out. Just poof.
not being there long enough, just for the strokes.
And she just like,
She went up.
he got to be dead on with the precision.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that cloud. It killed.
Rogue.
That's hilarious.
Superheroes. They say,
Rogue's powers is trash though without the Miss Marvel powers.
Which
Yeah,
is weird
yeah,
because
yeah, yeah.
what's Miss Marvel? There's a whole new Miss Marvel now, like with the powers. It's all different now.
Yeah, we didn't have Miss Marvel growing up. What
Yeah,
the
you
hell
did.
is this?
Nah, but it's like different now. Like the Miss Marvel they have now, she can like stretch.
That's Captain Marvel.
Oh, y'all
Yeah.
had girl comic books.
Good pick. Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
That's
Y'all
Captain-
had no
Too many
girl
Marvels.
comic books.
Miss Marvel is
She
shit.
Shazam.
Huh?
With her hair done. Miss Marvel, they
She
just gave her
Shazam
all these
with that
powers.
hair
Where I'm
done.
like,
Captain Marvel. You talking about?
who's Miss Marvel?
Miss Marvel was
She had a movie.
She could fly super
Captain.
strong.
No,
Oh.
no.
That's
no,
Captain
there's
Marvel.
no. I'm thinking there is a new Miss Marvel, and she's Indian now.
Oh,
But her
Yeah.
powers are like she can like just stretch. I'm about to beat your kid.
He is strong.
You
You
really
big
tried.
old thighs.
now the Danvers character they gave extra powers to.
right.
Which character?
Danvers, Carol Danvers.
Right,
That's
right.
who was Captain Marvel in the comic
MCU.
book. Miss Marvel
Oh,
for a
okay.
while, and then But then they had a different Captain Marvel, which was a black girl.
Right. Rambo.
And then they changed her to Miss Marvel.
Okay,
And then her powers were dope.
Yeah, but back then a woman couldn't even be a captain.
But that's very true also.
In the 70s.
Didn't make no sense.
Very true.
But once Rogue got
Also.
her powers, that's when Rogue was dope.
Right.
Yeah.
But she still
Yeah.
couldn't touch nobody.
Right.
But
She could
It
fly
was-
and she
it
was
was dope
strong
to
and
see.
she was tight.
No,
But
that was
every
great.
woman's stronger if she is not touched.
and she was and Rogue was the villain at first.
Yeah.
She was?
Yeah.
Well, you can see that in there.
Yeah, she was a villain at first, and then that's why when she came to the X Mansion, she got stolen on, because she got stolen on by Miss Marvel because she took her memories and her power, but she became binary. So when Rogue pulled up, she's like, oh hell no, punched her out of the whole building.
But did this is comics you're talking about,
Yeah.
right?
I'm always going
Right,
from the
reference
comics,
right?
standpoint, Yeah,
Because there's that whole era of comics of X-Men I've missed, and I caught 70s.
you missed the good. That's the good era
The
that
70s?
they all
Yes,
make
it's-
movies about now. That's prime real
Because there's
estate.
one that I caught, and it's probably the 8 because when my dad grew up, so I probably caught like the 80s versions of. But so much has happened, and then I've read like the originals like back in the day. I probably did miss that 70s because I think they were in the 60s, right?
70s and early 80s is prime X-Men real estate.
What's the dude's name? I read those. You had the author and the writer.
For
I mean the draw why can't the drawer? Why can't I say
the artist and the writer? The artist and the writer.
Burns?
The scribbly guy.
John Burns.
John Burns.
Yeah, that was
Jesus.
he was the Dark Phoenix
Yeah.
and the
was
Days
awesome.
of Futures Past. He killed it.
The
It got too
drawer.
complicated to remember all that.
Yeah, I don't know how y'all remembering all this.
Oh
right
man,
now.
because he
I
was so
read it a
good.
lot.
And
But
then
you
I
read-
go
yeah,
back
you're
and
reading it.
reread.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
tell
And
me
then they
Spider-Man
always
was
try
this
to
way, then tell me he's another
Interpret
way.
it now, but they fumble the ball every time.
They just do.
They
There's
have
so many
not done the
versions.
Dark
of-
Phoenix.
Is there
saga.
anything where the movie was better than the book?
I think Watchmen was better than the book.
And then they're talking about Superman's son being bisexual, and I'm like, what is that? How did Superman get a human pregnant?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Period.
The
Let's go to
experiment-
Superman
that.
got a kid?
Yeah, but I'm like,
yeah.
if he ejaculated, I'm thinking someone's dead.
I
And
would
then the
feel-
alien
I feel
species
like he
having
would just
raw
have
sex, I
normal
think COVID's gonna
ejac.
start up or something.
No, what are you talking about?
Because he's from an alien planet. Now he's inside of a woman that's like not even the same.
He's saying they're
Dang
not
it.
supposed to be able to mix.
Yeah,
Why not?
their DNA's
They
nowhere
mix
close.
tigers and lions. It's a- it's a-
Liger.
They're from the same planet. at least.
I think that your structure has to be similar. I mean, a real alien probably doesn't look like us. I have no idea. I actually think they do. I think that.
I think they got bacteria
I
from
think,
their
I
own
think
planet.
aliens look like us also, though. Just from different planets.
Like
Oh,
Superman chick
Adapted
was
to
a
your,
human.
You know.
Huh?
His girl is a human.
I
Superman?
didn't
Yeah,
know
Lois
that.
Lane.
Oh,
I didn't know there was a new Superman kid.
There's always going to be a new something.
Yeah, they always doing. They always adding stuff in the comics.
Yeah, this isn't the Teen Titan clone. This is
Oh,
like
yeah.
his actual kid that they.
Can we get a what? Can we get a full?
Maybe
zip
having
up
too many
daddy
clones
issue
up in here.
A few. What?
y'all want some daddy issues merch?
Can we get a full zip?
Gotcha. Hey, yo,
daddy
bring that in here for
issues?
them. It's just coming.
Bring that in. You got a question, DC?
Yeah, y'all need a question?
Oh,
Yeah, oh.
if you got one.
Oh, you just got him like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I say it.
Questions with DC Irvin.
Okay, good question here.
What you got, DC?
Your biological mother
Oh man.
gave you up for adoption
Okay.
because of her reasonings, because she didn't like how you look aesthetically. That was her reason for giving
real
you
mama.
up. She's just like, you're not her
She
son.
said, she said
You're
ew.
ugly. In so many words, you're an ugly kid.
Okay.
That's what she said to you.
That was her first. Ew.
That's cool.
Let you be raised by a whole nother family who loves you to death. They treat you good and they care for you.
Treated you cute.
Years down, you turn 18, she comes back into your life and she needs to borrow some money.
Am I still ugly?
Yeah. Well, I mean, to her.
To her, I'm
whatever.
still ugly to her.
Yeah, she needs to borrow some money, but she needs the money for her new kids' modeling gig.
This is my little sibling.
Yeah, your little brother. Your little brother's an aspiring model. Are you helping her?
Is he handsome or is he just
Oh, he's
aspiring?
gorgeous. He's gorgeous. He's something you've never seen before. Hazel eyes,
Hazel's gorgeous.
long hair.
Look Sri Lankan.
He's gorgeous. Are you helping your mom?
I know.
So wait, she gave us away because we was ugly.
No,
Yeah.
just gave you away, not all.
Hey,
of
no
it.
matter what she came for after that, I don't care what it's for. I need money for some ham hocks and the greens. Nigga, no. Because you're a bad person. You gave me up because I was ugly? Like, nigga, like, I could see it. Like, you couldn't handle it.
Like,
your
like,
life
couldn't
was
handle her
fucked up.
Were we
or you-
triplets? And then she was like,
But
yes,
just
yes,
simply
no.
because I was ugly? Nigga,
You
you're a
break down
horrible
and
person.
cry
This
when they
is
be
a
like, that baby
no-brainer,
live
right?
you.
You're a piece of shit. I don't care if you needed hot Cheetos, nigga. No, I'm not giving you
Can I have
anything.
this $1.25?
I would eat them in front of
You
her.
want this money? You want my ugly money? I'm gonna be petty.
Oh, my
You know
money
what?
ain't ugly, huh?
I would give it to my brother. This is my brother. No matter how many wrongs my mom did, I could. Yeah, that's you. But my
How old is
brother,
the brother? How old is he?
it's an investment. My little fine ass brother.
12.
I wouldn't have no connection with the brother either. I didn't been raised by this other family. I don't know these people.
Oh, pretty bastard.
So they just come out the woodwork asking, "Can you
Yeah.
help with this modeling
you're
situation?"
successful.
And then they prove
I
the
probably
lineage, and then I find out the reason you gave me up.
We ain't got no
No.
connection.
It's your
The only
mom.
connection I have with you is pain.
You know
Right.
she gave you away. You
Yeah,
seen
for
her.
being ugly.
Maybe it's because I've been to counseling. And I've been like,
Been
you gotta
through.
let go, and
I ain't giving
That's because you
shit.
come from a real big, giant
and
family.
their feelings may have been their feelings at the time, and maybe she
But that
couldn't handle
reason
my ugliness.
is unexcusable.
If I
I'd
had a
rather her
connection with
honesty.
the brother, then I could possibly
Right.
go that route.
He got all your features, but better.
But I don't know.
but I'm just
Yeah,
needing him now.
he's a
just because
good-looking
you need
you.
something.
He's a
Nah,
good looking
man.
us.
Like,
But
damn,
if
that
I
could have
feel
been
like
me.
I can't even fathom that because how's he a good looking me? If I was ugly enough for a mother to give me away, nigga, that's a different level of ugly. I couldn't even, I ain't gonna see myself in this beauty.
Only you gonna see yourself. Nobody else.
Some babies come out fucked up, guys. There's
That's
no
fact.
doubt,
Right.
no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But yet,
They could turn into some good looking.
Right, you could
Yeah,
have
you
turned out.
got-
turned out looking good.
you got plenty
Yeah.
of time to evolve out the ugly.
Yeah,
But
that's
to give
facts.
me up
Or
when I was
not.
ugly, that's just
But
trash.
you
Or
just
not.
know she
Or
gave
you
you
could
away
be a cute
because
baby and then you turn into something else.
We've seen that. A lot
Oh,
of
them
them
child
child
actors.
I wouldn't
Man.
want my brother to follow the same path as me. So I'd be like,
Of being ugly?
We gotta
Yeah.
establish something first before I just
What?
help him out.
Right, I don't know this dude.
it's your brother.
Like if we reconnected, I'm like, you know what? I don't fuck with
Yo,
moms,
alright,
but
hey,
me and you could
May
connect.
I?
I'd be
Yeah.
like, you might put him
What
in the
if?
home next.
What if you met the kid first? Okay, you're mentoring some school or something later, right? The kid wants to get into modeling, bro, but his parents are broke, right? You go, you're helping out all this other stuff, but you turn to find out that was your mom. Ooh, that was his father. Now you build a rapport with this kid. You've been helping. You know, it comes from a poor family. this is the mom that left you because you was ugly.
And the
Yeah.
little kid wants to be like you, so he be doing a little eye. You be like, why are you doing that? 'Cause I want to be like you.
Now,
none of this.
now would you?
I'm like Keon. Your mama's a bad person,
She's a bad.
But you know-
and
you
it
see-
might be in you.
You
too.
built a separate rapport with this kid. You find out this kid is your
how
brother.
how can I
I like how
fund?
Chaz is remixing this.
How can I fund? His
He's
original
making it
question.
tougher.
His original question is a hell no.
I
It's a
agree.
hell no.
I agree.
Now the
100%.
kid, if there's a way I can fund this,
You
kid,
met this kid first.
Yeah, if there's a way I can fund
All
this kid.
school year, he's been
I will
like,
fund him.
Mr. Keon.
Him. I would
Even
fund
if you
him.
find
Mr.
out,
Big Brother.
she's like, yeah,
Your
now
mo-
you
but
find
the
out.
mom,
But-
your
but I
mom
can
is gonna
fund-
benefit from it.
I can fund his modeling career. I'd be like, don't you get this bitch shit.
Of course he
I want
is.
the payment instructions. I can send it straight to.
You can
the
actually get the
agency.
kid, but he's still going to give his mom.
Right.
And low key,
No,
low
no, no.
key.
He's
What do you
still gonna
mean?
take
Oh,
care of his
well,
mom.
If he
Low
does
key.
that, that's fine because it's his money now.
Right.
He can do whatever he wants with it, but I'm gonna help him out though.
Mm.
Yeah, but she
regardless
gonna
of
be
the
at
mom.
all his modeling
fine.
events, cheering him
That's
on.
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damn, that
It's
should've
about
been
him
me.
though.
Yeah.
It's about him.
You're not doing
And that's my
this?
brother.
Nah, man, because he's still gonna help her. I don't want her to get nothing
But I don't want
from
him to suffer on behalf
kid
of
can
her.
have a
Right.
great
That's
career,
my
And
bro.
this kid might be like, damn, that's what you. He might look at his mama different.
Yeah.
He might shoot me back some
And
bread.
then he might kick back to
Right.
me.
He probably will. He
His
loves
success
you.
Once
Does
he's
he
worth
not kick
$80
back?
million as a model, he'd be like, "Yo, man, you helped me out. You did
Yeah.
this.
No, man.
And I'm
hell he
sorry that my
modeling
mama
making
gave
$80
you up for
million?
being
I'm
ugly.
gonna buy you a house, man. This is gonna be
I'm
an
like,
ugly
thank you,
house
'cause
to
I
match
need
your
you.
face."
Thank you. Can you make a dark
You're right.
windows, nigga?
But every time you see that kid, he be like, your ugly ass brother again, huh? You put your ugly ass brother again?
Nah, he gonna love me, man.
He was raised with his mom. and
You
he
know,
knows
every
his
time you like,
mom.
that's my brother. They be like, no, it ain't. Yeah,
That's
that's
how you
him.
We have a great documentary that'll come out.
That's
true.
I ain't doing it.
I
not
sleep with a
helping out?
sock on my face every night
Yeah, bro.
because of your mom.
He tells you,
But
I'm gonna
you
get
know.
this person to play you in the movie. I'm gonna
Yeah.
get Forrest Whitaker to play you in the movie.
Every time you're around this kid, the mother be racing.
Why
see
I
how
have to have
ugly
a bad
you are.
eye? Why can I just be
Yeah,
ugly
she's
in the
happy
face?
she
Because
gave you
in the
away.
movie-
Glad I made that decision.
Why?
Every ugly face starts with a bad eye.
I like how Forrest Whitaker never got his eye worked on.
I think he
I
did. It
respect
just
it.
backfired every time.
It got worse.
He got there before the procedures
He did it
got
with the ghost
better.
dog money.
I don't even notice it no more. Like when I look at him, I'll be like,
I
I
like-
just finished
I did.
Godfather Harlem. I definitely noticed.
I gotta finish that.
it got a
later
little bit.
season.
Well,
It works. The older he got, the more it worked for him.
I be
Yeah.
getting mad.
Yeah.
Like,
Now he
why
looks
all
like-
our black leaders have bad eyes? Damn it.
No healthcare growing up, which is
Just
why
because he's
I'm
playing
running.
all of them.
well, we don't have any actors with like defects nowadays. Which Omar was one.
Omar had the scar on
Omar
his
had
face.
a scar on his face.
No, what's his name? He'll never get his teeth fixed.
Who's that?
Steve.
Buscemi
And then Owen Wilson's nose is completely broken. He ain't
had
never
to be
fixing
broken,
that.
bro. I don't know what happened to him.
Who else?
I don't know if I would count teeth as a super defect, but
His
like,
shit. His teeth is a defect.
Oh, Steve Buscemi.
His mouth.
It's
is-
intentionally.
They said people offer him to fix it. He's like, I'll never work again if I fix my teeth.
Right. That's his
yeah,
staple.
yeah.
And yeah, Owen, he can fix his nose. He ain't going to.
His nose is really broke, or was
That
broke?
shit is.
He used to play hockey or something, right?
Yeah, something happened. It's
What
fuck.
J. Cole
I
got?
mean,
J. Cole got bad teeth?
Yeah, J. Cole's teeth are really bad. That's
Still?
why he made the
I
song
never
Crooked.
noticed J.
That's why he made the
Cole's
song
teeth.
Crooked
I
Smile.
Oh, okay.
Even with Crooked Smile, I never noticed his teeth.
Oh,
Yeah, I never.
He's the best.
He
He holds
was
the
bad.
mic in front of him.
Even his videos though.
Yeah, his
And I
teeth
watch
bad.
everything he does. I never noticed like
He let the
his
dreads
teeth.
hang down. He always got a little something.
That blocks the teeth.
I'm trying to think who else.
I didn't know J. Cole had bad teeth.
Me neither. Even in the song, I was like, man, what you talking
Man,
about?
in his
man?
summer league game when he was like, I was like, oh.
He said, there it is. There it is.
Pause on
All
that.
the fingers pointed at the teeth.
There you go.
There it is. Yeah, I never noticed.
I didn't notice it either.
I'm trying to think who else.
We gotta do this ad though. I
Yeah,
ain't
ad
gonna
break.
Do no
What's
segment.
the
Nah.
thumb in your butt? Speaking of thumb, there's nothing.
No,
Nothing
man,
like
I'm
ice
sick
cream
of
on
I'm
a
sick of
Sunday.
fishing for the segue, man. We gotta get we gotta
ad
knock
break.
this
Ad
out.
break.
Bombas' mission is simple. Bombas makes the most comfortable clothes ever and match every item sold with an equal item donated.
Oh,
So this holiday, when you give Bombas to someone on your list, you're also giving them to someone in need. It's a give. Bombas designed their socks, shirts, underwear to be the clothes you can't wait to put on every day. Everything they make is soft, seamless, tagless, and has the luxuriously cozy feel. They're made from super soft materials like merino wool, Pima cotton, and even cashmere, which makes them the perfect cozy winter layers. There's a pair of Bombas socks for everything you do. They come in performance styles for every sport, holiday styles for when you're feeling festive, and lots more. Bombas t-shirts are made with thoughtful design features like invisible seams, soft fabrics, and the perfect weight so they hang just right. Bombas underwear has a barely there feel with second skin support that might make you forget they're even there in a good way. Bombas are the coziest gifts for everyone on your list. And thanks for their festive gift boxes. You don't even wrap them. And all you have to do is the giving. Socks, underwear, and t-shirts are the 3 most requested clothing items at homeless shelters in that order. That's why Bombas donates 1 for every item you buy. Bombas are made to be the perfect gift and made to give back to those in need. So happy giving. So go to bombas.com/issues and get 20% off your first purchase. That's Bombas. That's BOMBAS.com/issues for 20% off. Bombas.com/issues. I'm gonna get in on this because I need some new socks.
I do too, bro.
I think they call bomb ass.
Bum ass socks.
Like bomb ass socks.
Bomb ass socks.
Drawers.
Could be.
Bum ass socks.
Could be, man.
Get them.
Or maybe it's bum ass socks because they donate them too.
I love some good socks, man.
Get that.
And some
love
drawers
some
that don't
drawers
feel like
that
I got drawers on.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's wild.
Walk around like, oh.
I forgot.
I ain't gonna eat you alive.
Listen,
Free balling it.
man, come on now.
You know what's done? I don't care. This is done. They're talking about
That was
like
funny though.
they're thinking about like calling homeless people. You have to call them the unhoused now.
Really?
What?
Yeah, you hear about that? Like it was a big push.
Houseless.
The houseless.
House. Is it house?
I heard
Housing?
unhoused.
What's the difference?
It's proper
ain't- who
terminology.
gives a
Homeless
fuck?
or houseless.
I ain't doing
I
no
heard you
more.
have to
That's
call
the
them the
same thing.
unhoused.
They don't
the
have
homeless
multiple
and the
homes.
unhoused.
There's
Like
levels
this is
to
just
it.
this is being offended to be offended, bro. It's like we're offended for some people who never said shit.
Homeless is literally, I don't have a home.
But you're
Well, it's more so like
unhoused.
to them is what's a home. Because you can
Because
have a
I
house
have
and
things
not have
and
a
these are
home.
my home.
That's the correlation.
I
So-
ain't changing no more
That's
shit.
just-
I ain't-
yeah, I'm
bro.
burnt out,
Yeah, I'm
bro.
burnt out,
Houseless.
bro. Yeah.
I'm burnt
I
out.
was like, this is dumb,
Unhoused.
bro.
Unhoused.
Is
I
that like
don't
Kanye's
care.
unhoused right now? Is that what he's doing? And he always says his little satchel is his home.
He
Everything that he carries with him is right there.
Who was that?
Kanye. He's just
Oh.
talking
Yeah,
about
we-
that on Drink Champs.
I've been homeless, man. You know, but I didn't feel like
No,
that,
you
but
were
I
in a
have everything
van.
I need. Well, it depends on what you call. Because I had a place with a roof over my head. I had a van. I slept in cars.
It's a mobile home.
I've slept on floors.
shit is
I've
stupid.
slept on all over the
This is
place.
ceilingless
It's
home.
dumb.
It's dumb, bro. I'm
Everything is
sick of it.
just- And like you said, for people who never, I need to survey.
I need to see a million homeless march,
Right.
And I need them
Like,
to say
do
this.
they
This is
probably
what
like,
we're
nigga,
offended
I
about.
don't give a
I have other words.
Did like what you said?
Who
you
thinks
never
who
heard?
thinks this shit up? That's what I want.
Yeah, you never
How did
heard
these
homeless
movements
people
start?
complain like, "Oh, don't call me that." Like, and I don't want to offend anyone out there, but with little people, was midget ever offensive to them? Did they ever?
Yeah,
They came out.
They said that?
right. Mm-hmm.
They said that.
Mhm.
Okay.
Well, if you're homeless
That's been
and
a
you're
thing.
watching this and you're complaining,
right.
there's a reason you're homeless.
Yeah.
I just want to know who spearheaded this change.
That's what I'm saying. How do
Was
all
it
these
somebody
things
that's
happen?
never been homeless and it's just
No,
like,
I'm pretty sure that you go to places and people be like, well, being homeless, we don't like being called homeless.
There's
Because
that
some
homeless
white
nigga
woman
with the
was like,
iPhone.
"Move."
He was like,
Nah,
look, this is what
I'll
they
be
calling
your
us.
voice.
Low-key, I worked at an event
Homeless X.
2 years ago called We Rise, and they work with the unhoused people. And there were people there that were from the groups that have been in Skid Row, and they were like, we'd rather be called unhoused. That's what they said. And this particular wasn't.
Here's
Wasn't
why I
black
get
people
it.
as well.
Here's why I get it. Because there's so many different layers to homeless. Like when you think of homeless people, certain things come to mind just off the top. Now there's some people that just got displaced, just fresh. We freshly got kicked out, evicted, so now we just like,
I'm
what I'm saying?
only giving
That's
you-
different than somebody that's literally just on the street, crazy, like fuck houses.
Being a bum.
There's so many different levels to why you're in your situation.
Yeah.
I would feel like I wouldn't want to be lumped in just the homeless.
Yeah.
Because it's like, no, I'm not out here like that. It's just, we
I got
got
gym
kicked
membership.
out.
I shower.
yeah,
it's like-
everybody's circumstance is different.
There's
but
different
everybody-
levels.
Yeah.
There's different
Yeah,
levels for
there's
sure.
definitely levels
Yeah.
to
I don't-
homelessness.
Don't
Yeah.
care.
Just the-
There's different levels to homelessness.
For sure.
Unhousedness.
This house is.
I'm unhoused. Like if you get kicked out because the pandemic fucked up, and then you got to go. That's unhoused.
You're homeless.
But I'm still homeless.
That's homeless.
Well, if you have,
Like
a,
I'm
if
still
you're living
technically
in a
the
tent,
word
But
homeless.
they
Don't
throwing you-
have a home.
But they
don't
throwing you
have
back
a
in
home.
Gen Pop, and people don't want to necessarily be lumped in that.
But the thing
So I
is,
get
if
it.
you also have a
If you
tent
got a
where your
shelter, you
belongings
have
in
a
it,
home.
It's a home.
If you don't have a shelter to go to,
Now I get the difference between like a
homeless.
bum, like that bum, or somebody who's like that's usually for the alcoholic wino who
Right.
hey, you got a
You're a
dollar,
loser.
buddy.
Like a bum
Yeah, I
is
get
usually
that.
like what I mean.
But a lot of people call just homeless people bums.
Well, that to me that's a better
And they
argument.
not even
Fine.
drink.
I'm not
They're
a
not
bum.
even
I'm
those are
homeless.
two different things. Unhoused and home is literally the same
I'm not a
definition.
bum, I'm
Like this is the
homeless.
same
It's the same. I
definition.
agree
that
with
one.
Keon.
Whereas bums and homeless, that is different
Unhoused
things.
sounds different though.
Sounds baller.
Until it becomes an
t-shirt.
insult.
Right, until the next person
unhoused
says, no,
sounds
call
fresh.
me
and how it sounds like custodian.
roof
You know what I mean?
decline.
Like-
It sounds like it's new though.
It still sounds so. Shut your unhoused looking ass up.
But it's
People
still,
gonna find a way
Smell
to
like
gonna
you
find
unhoused.
It
Bro,
just
it
sounds
keeps-
new.
it just
Like,
keeps
you just hit
changing.
the streets if you're unhoused. That's the difference. Like,
How long is
this
it?
just happened.
How
Like,
long
yeah,
is it
man,
till
we
you're
just-
homeless? What's the
Homeless could be any amount of time. Like homeless
you
just
just been there.
sounds like
homeless is a choice.
Like,
Get this
I'm
shit outta
unhoused.
here.
Whoa, I'm
Sometimes
just
it
without
is,
a roof
though.
right now.
Well, yeah, it is.
sometimes it
Oh,
is a
some
choice.
people, some homeless people love being
Oh, yeah.
homeless.
Yeah, they choose to be
Yeah,
homeless.
they're like, they don't
so
wanna
that's
fool with their
definitely
That
family.
is
Yeah.
definitely some people do.
Yeah.
And I get it, guys. It's a busy second. I'm not changing shit.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna change that one.
I don't, you know what's
Till
funny?
they
I don't
force
even
us
say
to
the
do it.
word
You would have
homeless
to- you would have to
enough in
tell
my
me directly.
vocabulary.
Yeah,
Right.
If you tell me directly, I got no problem changing it.
yeah. If you
But
get
just
offended
me
by it,
naturally just doing it, I probably won't be able
Yeah.
to. But if you say, hey, can you just, yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, if I'm talking to you,
if you're
it's like,
offended
no
by
sweat.
it, yeah, I respect that.
Because I get why they want to change it a little bit.
It still feels
Because there's a
derogatory
stigma.
either way.
But I would want to see like
Unhoused doesn't sound like that to me.
If you look at you with your unhoused looking
like
ass.
Keon said, I would
mean,
want to
but
hear
then-
some
but
homeless
looking
people
ass,
say,
though.
we don't want to be
You could throw
called that.
Looking ass on anything, and it sounds
You
insulting.
look unhoused.
and I needed to be a majority,
Yeah.
not like 2 or 3 niggas saying that. I needed to be a large, because that's what happens with a lot of this stuff now. It be a few people speaking for the masses, and that ain't how everybody
You gonna
feels.
start rubbing
And
on me,
then it's
DC.
like,
You
and
trying
like
to get
black
your
people do that
spot,
shit. People
Oh,
like
man,
black
you
people
can
are
have
mad at.
them.
I'm like, I ain't mad at this shit. Like who
Right.
said we was upset at
Yeah.
whatever this new news story is?
I
But you
highly
ain't mad at
doubt
nothing, kid.
that's
But I'm
on
just
their
saying, there's a lot of
mind.
people. There's a lot of things
People,
that
what
happen.
are people
Like that.
calling
Yeah, they
them?
never mad at nothing. Who
Yeah,
cares?
like that can't be what's on their mind right now. Is what people are calling them.
And then
Like,
you
it's
don't.
other shit.
I don't walk up to
Goddamn
somebody.
pigeon just took their fry, and we're talking about what they're called. Think about that, bro. Like someone else has
I'm
an agenda.
thinking that whoever started this is somebody that's not even homeless.
That's
What I'm
right.
saying,
That's
bro.
what,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying.
That's the thing.
They,
It's
just,
like,
they have other issues.
A
right
lot
now.
of these movies be people being offended on behalf of
It's
like
it's a
somebody
Karen.
else.
It's
Bro.
a
It's
Karen
like-
out there.
You're like, God
Did you hear
damn.
like they were trying to cancel? It was a Latino community. Was it Speedy Gonzalez? It was Speedy Gonzalez.
Yeah, that was racist as hell.
Right. No. But Latinos were like, no, bro, we love Speedy. It was like that's all we have. We love Speedy.
yeah.
They were like, we love Speedy.
But I also get why he's offensive.
right. But there was a white dude who was like, wait, so you guys don't care? And they were like, no.
But he was never offensive though.
Yeah, when
Not
they
to
walked
us.
to the town and they had the
I
Well,
can-
he
I
wasn't.
can-
His
I can-
homie was the more
Slowpoke
offensive one.
Rodriguez.
He was
Man.
offensive because he was always drunk. He was late. He was a drunk,
Hey,
lazy Mexican.
Speedy. Yeah. I get
He
that
was
one.
offensive.
We got some racist
Speedy-
writers.
they
back
Speedy
did.
then.
had skill. He was
sure.
faster than everybody else.
Sure.
And then
Looney
they
Tunes.
tried to
Speedy was
redo
a
it with
beast.
the frogs.
Speedy
Remember
Gonzalez,
they
that's
did-
Looney Tunes?
You have to
Yeah.
look up the
Yeah.
frogs.
Oh, Looney Tunes is terrible.
Same
Yeah.
character.
There's so
That's
many,
okay.
so many like examples of
It was a
Looney Tunes.
different
Tom
time.
and Jerry.
I guess we just
It
didn't
was
see
bad.
it growing up. We
It was
just-
a
No,
different
you know,
time.
I did. I
that
just
shit was
laughed
funny.
at it.
away.
Yeah.
It was funny.
A lot of
Even
episodes went
even
away,
shit
too.
about black people, I be laughing.
And my
Shit
parents,
was-
my
should be
my
funny.
dad introduced me. He was like, "Hey, you got to watch Looney Tunes."
But it wasn't like overly like Sambo, Big Lip.
Yeah, they did.
No,
You
they
didn't see
had
the
them.
Rock-
That's what they went
Mammies.
away. They
You
had
didn't see
those.
the Bugs
had
Bunny
those.
when
Oh.
he went to the
Oh,
Black
the
Town, Lazy
African-
Town.
Yeah.
But
But
see, all
nigga
that
went to Lazy Town.
That's what I'm saying. Like with Speedy's
Bunch
homeboy,
of niggas there.
super
Trying to swat flies like this.
I'm trying.
Even though it's super offensive, even though it's funny, it still got to go.
Yeah, you gotta go. I
It
feel
wasn't
that.
even. It
I
was
don't know
so
the town was
blatant.
called Lazy Town. Everybody there
Have
was
you ever
black.
seen Tom and Jerry's the
Oh,
the
my
owner of
God.
Tom, like the mom? It is
Yeah, her side.
Tom!
Right.
Ah,
Yeah.
it's
Thomas. Her feet.
She wasn't the owner.
I thought
She was
she was
the
the
maid.
Oh, she was the
cleaner.
owner. That's even worse. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad. Like she had really big hands and like it
Oh,
was.
wow.
They really made it.
She
really
was
bad.
with that maid.
Yeah,
skirt.
that-
I thought she was
though.
a white lady.
She
No,
was the hell.
hell
No,
no.
Tweety
No, she was
Bird.
black, like,
Oh, the Tweety Bird? No, but
The
No,
grandma.
no, not Looney Tunes. Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Tom and
I
Jerry.
know, but I feel like when I was watching, it'd be an old white lady.
Yeah, it was an
No.
old.
No,
Never
it was
seen-
an
it
old
was-
black
it was a
lady.
black
You
Oh,
see
this
her-
lady
Thomas
is
coming in.
Wait, who are
unmistakably
you
black.
talking
Yeah.
about?
The-
Because I remember the Tweety Bird. You talking about the old
No,
white
No,
lady?
she had the foot, but I'm talking about never see. Did they change it at one point?
You literally only seen her feet and her hands.
But I'm saying,
You
did
saw
they
her
change the
her
voice ever?
slippers.
I don't think so. I just think they just got
Thomas!
they stopped using her. But
She was
yeah,
big
definitely
black.
Tom.
I
Yeah,
don't remember that.
Coming there
That's
screaming,
cold.
Thomas hands on her hips
They
like
be
this and lean
cold.
over and yeah,
Racism
big
was
hands.
thick.
Yeah.
Big ass.
They used to be cold.
Yeah.
Even that black and white movie that's super offensive and racist.
A Birth of a Nation.
Birth of a Nation.
That movie is
Oh,
terrible.
that-
that is
offensive,
that-
terribly
but there's some
disgusting.
funny visuals in there.
That
They
movie
cutting
is
up
out
in
of
the Senate
control.
chambers.
I had to
like,
watch that for film history, and I was like, why? But when I watched it, I was like, okay, in 1900s, you got crossfades, crazy. I get it, but it's a terrible movie otherwise. Like,
Horrible. Horrible. I'm gonna ask Tiffany Rose how she feels about
Ask her.
that. I'm gonna talk to somebody that directly connects to
Now,
the homeless
also-
community.
All right. So also part of my gripe is that I get if you identify as a group, right? Like if you're Asian, homosexual, you're like, we are a band of people, right?
For
Who-
protection and for.
Right. And I get that, right? I go like, yeah, no, you don't want to target somebody who identifies as that thing, you know. And that's probably my thing. I'm just like, well, are they like we unhoused? Because I'm sure you come in and out of your situation, but I don't. If it's not like we aren't gonna take this and we need this and we want that, like if it's not a thing where we go like, don't talk to me. Like if you're in the street and you're wearing a suit and you're showered and you look clean, I'm not gonna call you unhoused, right? But until you go to your tent and I go like, oh, I was mistaken. This guy's clearly unhoused, right? But I go, otherwise, I'm not gonna know unless I see you, you know, in a bad circumstance, how you look more so.
Taking a shower at the
Because even if you're like wearing, let's say, you know, you're in a suit, I'm like, oh, maybe he's helping out the homeless, right? Maybe he's helping out the unhoused, right? So I go, if you have a real movement, a thing, not just an organization or somebody who helps people, I get that. But that's why I'm like, otherwise, I don't give a shit.
I'd
when you
rather
look up-
hear,
oh, sorry,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna say I'd rather hear you say we got medical, we got different rights for homeless than we gonna call them unhoused.
Like actually
That's
do
the
something about
bigger
the
bigger
like,
issue.
And a lot of it be like some random person with a blog, and then the blog heads, you'd be like, well, who's actually saying? That's why my own thing is like, who's saying this? Like, who's causing this to be a thing? And it'd be a lot of times these blogs don't even be having like a big follow. It just be a random thing that somebody was like, yeah, I'll jump on this, and then
Right.
it hits real quick. But it's like, who's saying
Like
this?
Craig
Who-
said, let's focus on putting them in a house instead of what we call them, so we don't have to.
So they don't have
decipher
to
none
be
of this stuff.
unhoused.
Exactly.
I forgot what that is called. There's a term for that when they don't do what you actually want them to do. I forgot what the
They
word
do that
There's
shit
a lot
to us
of-
all the
Yeah,
time.
it's a
Yeah.
but
It's called
there's like an
bullshit.
actual term for it, but I forgot because there was a lot of stuff like last year. They were like, oh yeah, man, we want changes in legislation, and all this stuff for
They was like,
Black
Negro
lives. And then it was
spiritual.
like, put the name on the street, like
Right, we didn't ask for none of that shit. I don't care about these streets.
Obama Boulevard.
They can make us take a vaccination. They can make homeless people get into a house. So, and there's plenty of spaces for them to build.
There's
stuff.
plenty.
A large
That's-
majority.
There's a lot of
America is
land.
big. There's a lot
Right.
of land out there.
Just the last 2 years of a large amount of Americans being unhoused or homeless or losing their jobs, we've proven that we can find a solution
Right.
when everybody's not working.
they don't want to do that. They that's how they knew they messed up. The unemployment was too. They gave us all that money, and then they gave us those checks, and then people was like, "Oh man, that's why nobody wants to go back to work because they know that the government can."
That
But would they?
created every
That's why
comedy
we pay
club that I've
taxes.
been to since the pandemic. They say they are struggling with staffing because
Yeah, every
nobody wants
place.
to come back to work.
You gotta pay them.
So
Well,
once
they're
you
like, I
start, once
make
you start
more on
giving people
unemployment
stuff,
than-
Yeah.
Well, they
just-
used to.
Which
That
helps.
boost
on
is
that.
gone.
Honestly, and
But
it's,
now they're like, if it's $200 difference, I'm not going to
You're
work.
right.
That's gas money and food.
And I get it. The only thing I hate about it is it fuels the people who be like, see, That's why they shouldn't give y'all shit.
Mm-hmm.
That argument, it helps fuel it because you'd be like, you don't want to do
They
shit.
just
But
don't take
but that's-
at the
advantage.
same time, these people were underpaid in the first place.
Yeah. That's
So
the,
most jobs are underpaying. So it's like a
People who-
and certain people figured out a new hustle. They just learned how to hustle differently.
so
Like,
they don't need that job anymore.
Exactly. They
Right.
try to learn how to make
I
food
learned-
and
Right, right.
sell stuff
That's
like
the-
that.
That's
You
the
like,
biggest thing,
Bro,
too.
I was making
Yeah.
$1,000 a week doing nothing for 4 months. I made $16,000 doing nothing for 4 months. It was glorious.
Now, if you
Yeah.
invested that and
I
put it
did.
in Bitcoin,
I did.
then
Well, I didn't put
yours.
it in Bitcoin, but I did invest it. But the idea of going back to a job that doesn't pay me that after that is insulting as shit.
So you was getting more money from the government than you were on the salary?
Well, we weren't working.
No,
You know
but
what I
I'm
mean?
saying like,
But to go
Oh,
back,
oh.
No, he's saying like because what he got was probably that's about how much I got as well, and
I
it
was
was
maxing.
like
so what you were getting, was that more than the actual
yeah.
job?
It's probably
Oh,
more
shit.
than
More than a lot of
$15 an hour
jobs, yeah.
somewhere for
Yeah, more than
40
a lot of
hours.
jobs.
And you know what? It
not
was
to
way
mention the
easier.
PUA,
Yeah.
the additional they add on the top. You got a little bit.
The
they,
what?
They,
The
the
PUA?
PUA. They sprinkled a little extra on you just
I
for
got
good measure.
nothing the whole time.
No, yeah, shebang. It was good times.
It was the best time of my life.
It's good times. It
You
was-
save
for
on
nothing.
gas, on
yeah,
food.
you don't have to leave the house. You
I
just,
said,
Yeah, you
this was amazing.
Just go check the claim, like da-da-da, and then it just instantly gets.
Did you
deposited
work?
to your bank.
Yes.
Damn, dog.
And
See,
then
you
you
look for work.
You get
Yeah.
the money, then you have
We
all
paid off a
day
car and
to try to figure out
$16,000.
how you're going to invest and make money with that bit of money.
I paid off a credit card, our car, and invested money.
I got some stock here in Tesla. Good times.
I was watching.
They gave me
that.
one
Bang.
stimulus check.
You know where?
That's how I got the standard.
We got
You only
those.
got one.
2 shares.
That's it.
No, I got all of them.
Tony's
I got
too
all
rich,
the-
so
those
Tony couldn't
I
qualify.
got one stimulus. Oh, let me get the stimulus
Hey,
check.
let me tell you, I trade with you though, Tony, because that money gone.
I
Oh yeah,
wanted
once
the-
that
slow down
when that
now. I
I
unemployment
wanted the
stopped, I was
free
like,
money.
And then even if they weren't giving you, I think it went from like $400 a month extra to $200 or something like that. It was still extra for a long time.
yeah, they
And-
dropped it from 600.
Did
to
y'all
like,
get that
Yeah,
Biden?
yeah,
Did
yeah.
y'all get
Huh?
that Biden message? That's pretty much like, hey, we ain't paying you no more. Bye.
We already,
Yeah.
we already knew
Biden,
that.
well
Yeah.
dry.
That's what,
yeah.
like they already knew that.
I
That
got the
last one
phone
was it.
call.
That was it.
But you can
And that
still
wasn't
see
enough
money
anyway.
inside. You be like, there's still money in there. Like you still had money left, and
You
you
gotta
couldn't
take all
get it.
that.
They
out
start
decent.
disputing everything. It's
Took all that
man,
Because
out.
they
give me my
knew
money.
they knew what the backlash was going to be. So they were trying to stop the country from acting the way it is now, but it was already too bad. We already had strikes and stuff going on anyway, and people were like, "I'm not about to die to go work in a factory.
Bro,
And you're not. I don't get
yeah.
no health insurance. I'm working 100 hours."
That's when
Exactly.
America
But
realized
they should just pay
niggas
people
wasn't
better,
just black
and
people.
then it's not
They're
that people
not-
don't
the-
want to work. Just pay me what I'm worth.
Yeah, if you pay people better and give them the stuff, then they'll do the
Yeah,
job. But the
they'll
thing
do
is,
the
that
job.
hurts the people who are already rich.
Exactly.
You don't get rich without hurting somebody in the process. There
But
is
they- but
money
they'd
left
rather
on the
make-
table. They grab all of it up and leave you with nothing.
They'd
So
rather
then-
make $30 billion than $5 billion.
Yep.
Right? Like you're still a billionaire having the best
Right.
lives ever.
That's not enough.
It's
But
not
then, they,
enough.
but then they
enough.
complain though.
And
They
they-
don't complain.
Because they have other
Nobody
greedy
wants to
people on their
work.
boards.
Yeah.
By the time they go to stock, there's a board of
It's
directors, right?
Right.
it's a pressure thing. The way you say it is like, "Oh, we're having a wage shortage." It makes people be like, "Oh, I got to scramble and try to find a job or
Please.
whatever." And then come to find out, they don't even be hiring for real. They be like, "We're having a hiring thing," and you apply, and then you don't hear back at all for nothing.
Well, they get
And then,
picky.
so
They be like, we
employ.
need somebody. Not necessarily you.
Yeah. It's
My
like, or you
nephew
be, it's
just
like,
got
he
out
might
of,
be overqualified. Or their turnover rate be like, this person came to orientation
Come on,
and never
Chad.
came back.
Damn, dog.
And they want you to have a master's degree now for $16 an hour.
That is-
Well, it's
My
also now unemployment makes you fill out job applications, so people are just filling them out and be like, all right, I ain't going to
Not
work.
You know who
on
they
that.
gonna get? They gonna get all them PPP loan cats.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
they
that
already
was-
started.
Yeah,
yeah.
That
It
was
is
dope.
bad. It's,
Yeah, that was
it's
silly.
bad.
I got the
I didn't
offer.
do
I
that.
just this sounds like a bigger.
sad.
It's crazy. Like,
I
what
ain't
did y'all
gonna
think
go
y'all
to the
think a
feds.
loan was going to be? They were like, man, people were getting loans of like millions of dollars and buying cars and,
buying
houses
cars,
and stuff
doing
like
dumb
that. And they were
shit.
just like going. I was like, you literally went from being regular to like a new lifestyle. You thought they wasn't going to catch on?
And they were like, produce the business that you have.
Right.
Yeah, and also you don't know how to make that money over. So
Okay.
now you got all these bills set up, and
Right.
you never knew how to make that money initially.
No, that's,
Yeah,
that's
that's big. Debt.
You can't
And you got to
give
pay it back,
people-
and so you're going to jail. And then when you get out, they're gonna be like, "We still need the money."
Yeah.
God
Well, they
damn.
gonna file bankruptcy and be like, all right.
They don't know how to. But
How you
Yeah,
gonna
they
do that
don't
if you
have
was a
that.
regular
That's what I'm saying.
person?
You can't
Yeah.
give people who don't know how to do money. Like they
Right.
don't. They're just gonna. And people be like, "Why y'all count people out? You can't tell people." That's fine, but like, you're hurting yourself.
Hey, do,
And
do
people
it.
are trying to warn you from not hurting yourself.
Yeah.
And nobody wants to hear that.
That year of all that blessing is gonna feel
If you
even
didn't do it
worse
right,
the
yeah.
next couple years.
And people
with
like, stop telling people if they want to go buy crabs. All right, but the back end. Like some people can see the back end,
People don't realize
a lot
how
of y'all.
fast money goes.
Yeah, and people
Oh.
like to. Everybody likes to live. Well, this is how I feel right now.
You know how many
you don't
PP
even think.
loans paid for asses that now are just big asses on the couch?
That's now fucking a
Tulum-
Rick that got the
Tulum
money.
trips.
Yeah, man. Everybody went to Tulum.
Stupid.
I heard, I heard
Tulum came up.
Tulum came
Man,
up,
oh my
bro. I
God.
never heard of Tulum before that.
I feel bad for the people that actually live there.
in Tulum.
Really, yeah.
goddamn
That tourism
Americans.
industry stuff really hurts the like actual country itself.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, I heard tourism.
Oh,
The people who
Oh,
own
keeps them alive.
You know what I'm talking
Yeah, I mean,
about.
people who own the resorts,
Yeah,
they
keep a
good.
lot of
But the
people
people that
alive.
actually live there, they're
What'd
like,
you
this
say,
is
Tony?
terrible.
Yeah, a
fell
lot of
down
people
the
from
steps on
America
that
bought land down there too.
Oops. Oh, I'm
Anyway,
gonna do a question from the audience.
Yeah,
then we
let's
can
do it.
highlight.
Yeah, it's a
do
good
it.
question.
Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. All right, so
This
hungry.
get the shit. This get the shit. This get the shit.
I have a question. This is from Asia 619.
Asia.
Asia 619.
San Diego.
Asia 619.
Asia 619.
In the San Diego.
Um,
We are not the Wayne.
I have a question for the single fathers or single at a time while raising the kids.
Oh, I'm out.
How long did it take to bring a woman you were dating around the kids? And she also said, DC, come to San Diego when Tony comes. Got to see you live, boo.
Oh,
Shoot your shot, girl.
Okay.
Maybe.
Toxic shot.
Tell me about the babies that come in.
Hit me
DC
with
like
the
that.
venom.
Shut up with a diver.
DC likes a thumb in his butt.
Venom. Thumb in my butt. Put a thumb in my butt.
With an attitude, with
Thumb in my butt.
I was actually single from like 2012 to the end of 2017. I never brought anybody around the kids. Yeah.
It took me a long time too.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
to
took
bring-
me. I introduced the boys to Sabrina December 2017. So that was that 6 years. Took me 6 years to. And in that time frame, you know, I definitely, you know, had, you know, flings and datings and, you know, smashes and. But as far as bringing them to the boys, 7 years, 6 years, 6 years.
That's a long time.
Yeah, it took me. I didn't want to be the guy just bring. Hey boys, this is Natalie. This is Jessica. This is
don't mention
you know,
Natalie
Keisha.
to Jessica.
Yeah, I didn't want to be that dad. Like, man,
Teaching the man
I'll
code.
put you
I
on
got a new
punishment.
girl every week. I didn't want to be that guy.
Mm.
So I had to make sure. I was like, yo, this is serious right here. All right, boys, Sabrina.
And I don't know how long I hid women for, but it was a long time because I was afraid of child support. I was afraid of the mother of my kids put me on child support if she saw another woman around.
Yeah.
So it could have been,
Fair enough.
yeah, I think with Shira it was probably like shit. 10, I don't know the time frame, but it was long as hell.
Yeah.
And it still didn't work out right when I did bring them around.
Mm.
So I regret it. I regret bringing them around.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhat. But it still didn't. It was like I tried to do it the right way, and it still was hell.
Okay.
That don't really sound like it's your fault though, right?
No, it wasn't my fault, but still, the kids got to go through that.
Right.
They have to go through that stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
You should talk to your therapist about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to him. Make me cry.
But luckily, the boys welcomed Sabrina
Yeah.
with open arms, like right away.
Craig?
I was like, who?
Yeah, I don't. I never brought women around them.
No.
Only one, and that was it. Their whole life, for the most part, besides their moms.
Yeah.
You're like, y'all can't see your kids no more.
But besides
I
that,
just
yeah,
never
no, I
felt
never
comfortable with
wanted to make them feel like multiple women was the cool thing.
Yeah.
Some
That was always like
coons, man.
that was
Look at
always like the
y'all,
kryptonite,
man.
and I was like, you know, take Superman to kryptonite and be like,
Look at you, good healthy Negroes.
let me show you how to do this right. This
Izzy
is how you
know
cheat
all
on
my
all
side
women and
chicks.
fuck bitches. Come on.
Yeah.
Solid response.
I was mortified though to bring, you know. to
Now I would
introduce.
do
I
it
was
though.
mortified.
At their age, when my kids they're grown, so
Yeah.
now I'd be
Yeah,
like,
they're older now. They get it.
Yeah, but
But man, like 2017, the boys were. Sincere was 17. Serene was 18. Well, no, hold on. Man. Serene was 17, and Sincere was 16. There, when I finally was like,
Yeah.
And then I took
You guys like her?
we did Don't Be a Menace, so we had all them jokes about, are you my daddy? And all that. So I was like, oh, man.
You my daddy.
I think they're talking to me in this writer's room.
Serena actually pulled a joke on me when I introduced via text. He was like, "Man, I don't know how I feel about this." I was like,
Oh, for real? That's
Yeah.
funny.
I was like, oh, for real? He was like, no, I'm just kidding. I was like, man, come on,
Wait,
man.
how long did he let it sit?
I was stressed, though. It wasn't too long, but when he responded with that, I was shook. I was like, oh,
Tony shoved Sabrina in the closet.
man, dog.
I was just playing.
I don't know why he did me
He's like,
that.
God, I got
man.
somebody. Get it.
Right, you a cold piece for that.
Shout out
But,
Staples Center, man.
huh?
Who was the DJ who played Strange Song?
Oh, it was DJ.
I was love.
DJ. So for those of y'all that don't know,
Let's say the song name. Man.
they played one of Serene's songs at Staples Center last night during the Bulls Lakers
to
game.
Sabrina.
No, Chaz. Don't bring. You can't. You're not allowed to bring that up. His
Why?
music now.
Wait a
Don't-
second,
I'm
wait.
the-
Wait a
Go
second.
ahead. Let Tony
Oh,
get this
all
off.
right, so Sabrina reached out. Shout out to Liz. Reached out to DJ Mike Sincere, who had a connection with DJ Roche. I hope I said it right. Roche, DJ Roche or Roche. DJ Roche was actually there and played it last night. So shout out to those guys. And they played the track, man.
Hey, man.
I was sitting there, I was trying to get my phone together. We had talked about it, but like once I heard it on, I was like, oh, then I was recording, but it didn't record.
Because ain't no warning. They just come on. It's like, what's
Man,
that?
I couldn't get the buttons together. But luckily Sabrina got it recorded. But yeah, they
She was
played
waiting.
Played it last night, man.
That's great, bro.
Serene would have been
Hey, guys.
ecstatic.
Let me give DC some credit,
Please.
okay? Because DC
Please.
really wants this.
I do. I need all of it.
He deserves it.
Yeah.
But when Serene first started wanting to rap, he showed some music. Wasn't the biggest fan of it. It was young music, right?
Yeah.
I'm old.
Right.
It was young music.
Chaz don't know.
DC was the one
Always
like,
in.
nah, man,
Always.
this
Always.
is fire, man. It's gonna be dope. Oh yeah, man. Oh no, I ain't spitting.
Yeah.
So, and then when we heard
Whole time.
the last two things I heard from Serene, I was like,
Serene was improving lyrically.
Oh, man.
For sure.
that was that one King Now. I love that shit.
He was improving
Man.
lyrically.
Riding the beat.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
one they played last night was my favorite of his.
Yeah, he
out
was-
of everything that he's done.
was
And it was
dope.
just like, that was the one I sent to Sabrina.
Mm-hmm.
I hit Giselle. I was like, Giselle, man, send me them clean tracks.
They got all the music.
Giselle had like 4 tracks.
Yeah.
And so
You gonna
she,
release
she
them?
sent me the 4. When I said clean, I meant no cussing.
Mm-hmm.
So she just sent them to me. I'm like, you got them clean? She's like, no. So I sent that song to Sabrina. She sent it to the dude that cleaned it up.
Oh, dope.
Okay.
And
That was
then
man. They put some work in.
it was
too, man.
all just within the day.
Wow.
A
That's a lot of love.
That's love.
I don't even think I got the tickets yet for the game.
Oh, for real?
'Cause I bought the tickets yesterday morning, and then so it all came together fast.
Are you gonna release his music?
I wanna put that track on my page,
Mm-hmm.
but I asked Giselle, I was like, "What you think?" And she was like, "Well, as an artist, it's still not finished as far as like cleaning it up and all that, so-
Mastering it.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying?
I never understood that because it still be to me it'd be sounding like, oh, this is right already.
To me, it sounds
Yeah,
great.
I can
Y'all
hear
heard
it's
it. I was
crispy,
like,
yeah.
It's short. It feels
Right.
like a little interlude.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I mean, it feels like there was somebody had another verse that was supposed to come on,
Man.
or
Yeah.
you just never finished the song. But
This
But they be cleaning up like this the
air.
crisp, yeah.
Right,
the-
just
Yeah.
taking
It's
the
a-
fluff out.
It's
That's
a
not
lot.
hitting
I do
hard
that
enough.
kind of stuff. That is,
And just
it
sound
is a
engineering?
science behind
Yeah.
it, bro. Like
Yeah.
seriously,
Is it hella
like you
work?
Could, yeah,
Yeah.
it takes hours and hours and hours, and
I
artists
was gonna have
are
you do something, but never mind.
artists are like perfectionists, so they hear it and they be
Oh,
like, nah, man, don't do
Serene
that.
was-
Like, and then they be like, oh, we did 20 versions of this song, and if that's just one song, you do an
Yeah.
album, it's like 15, 20 tracks. You
I'm
gotta
like,
do that,
Serene
and then
was
after it's mixed,
perfectionist
it gotta go
beginning.
master it, and
Even
then that's a
with
whole different
RZA's
process.
why you get the
grimy
big bucks.
tracks, he took hours making them
Yeah.
sound grimy.
Right.
No, it don't sound dirty enough.
Gotta get that grit on there.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. You could drop your tracks today and be like, "Oh, I got this music sound great." You drop it on iTunes, whatever. It's not loud enough. We ain't even listening to your music.
Right.
It ain't. I don't
Oh,
want to hear
that,
it.
no, I get that.
Yeah,
'Cause I-
but it ain't
no.
even a thing. It's just like I'm gonna just turn it up. Be like, you do that, and
Yeah.
it's like, what happened? You distorted everything.
Right.
So then you gotta go back and be like, how you do this? We gotta tweak this. Turn this up. Turn
Man,
this up,
that's
do
a
this.
whole
I understand
nother
that because that's how I
Yeah.
feel when I watch people's comedy specials. I'll be like, this crowd don't sound right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Crowd.
The crowds
They
be
ain't mic
trash
right,
on
yeah.
a lot of comedy specials.
Crowd
They
is
didn't do it
everything.
right.
Yeah,
on them
it depends
joints.
on what mic technique, where the mic's at,
Yeah.
what kind of mics are used, where they're placed.
Yep.
It's a like I said, it's a science. That's why audio is just like anything else, lights and sound and all that. It's a science behind that for sure.
It's very important.
And the Bulls won. So
And
it
the
was,
Bulls
won. It was one of the
Beat the
greatest
weekend.
days.
Yeah, the LA Bulls.
Ball.
The LA
LA
Bulls.
Hey, whatever you want to
They
call
got
it.
everybody from LA on their
Man,
team.
everybody
That's
from
shameful for
everywhere
LA. LA
nowadays.
should have let all them boys go. They had a good team.
Oh, they was loving Caruso. They was showing him mad love.
Oh, for real?
at
Yeah,
they
the-
gave him
at the game last
tribute.
night.
He deserved it.
He did, man. They was loving him.
Yeah.
He don't
There
deserve
was a
no
dude
tribute.
dressed
I
as
don't think he
Caruso in
deserved
the
a
crowd.
Yeah, Caruso.
That was, he played what, a couple years
No,
there?
Caruso deserved. He played
Not
hard
tribute.
for
It's
them.
the hustle.
They
Won
give,
a-
they
won
give
a
What's his
ring.
first
tributes.
name?
He won a ring.
They
Won
give
a-
won a
tributes
ring.
too
Wait,
easy
what's
now.
his first name?
Joe.
Oh my god.
It's that effort, man.
You giving
What is
him?
that nigga name?
I don't
Alex?
know. It's
Alex
Caruso.
Caruso.
Alex.
What is this
Joe
man?
Caruso.
'Cause they probably didn't get Alonzo that.
No,
Oh,
they
of course,
didn't.
because Lonzo left bitter. Caruso
They
left
kicked
with,
Lonzo out.
Yeah.
They kicked Caruso
They
out
kicked
too.
They
Caruso
kicked
out, yeah.
Caruso
Come back.
out though.
No,
That's like
Caruso. They didn't. He got a higher offer.
Yeah.
They wanted him to come back for lower money,
Yeah.
and the
But he-
Bulls
Like
gave
way
him
lower money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And
He was bad. They was like, how much can we get? And he was like,
Nah.
what you think?
Shit, DeRozan was on his way back till they told him the price, and he was like, "Oh no, turn the plane around.
Right.
We going to Chicago." He's
They
coming
were
to the
showing,
Clippers.
they were showing
he said,
DeRozan love too.
for real.
Yeah.
LA boy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
He
I
was
know
saying
he's
he was
no
trying
When he
to
was
come
scoring,
back.
they were showing him love. I was like, man. That
LA
was
boy.
just reaping the benefits.
Yeah.
I like DeRozan when he
Yeah,
did that
looking around.
baseline. He tried to do a reverse 360 on somebody in the Olympics, and I was like, "Oh, first play of the game, DeRozan."
Yeah.
Wait, were you cheering loud or were you
Oh
subdued?
man, I was like, woo! There's a dude behind me just pissed. He was just hurt back there. I was like, I ain't see no foul. When they kicked AD out on the flagrant, oh, it was hot. I was like,
Did you have a Bulls jersey on?
You had a Bulls
jacket
coat.
on.
Yeah, he's repping.
Had a jersey on the night before for the Clippers game, and then my jacket this time. I got a lot of Bulls gear though. I always had.
I
it.
know. Yo went to the game on Sunday. Did y'all see her?
Yeah, we
that's
saw her
cool.
across the way.
I was
She
dope.
offered
was-
me the ticket on Saturday, and I couldn't go. I was like, damn it.
She'll never
Yeah.
offer you a ticket again.
No, she was like, "What are you doing, DC? I just saw you today. You're already gone."
Right.
I
just
some of the
saying.
Lions didn't lose. Come on, get out of here. Man.
That was a fun game though. Now I'm hooked on going to games.
Games are fun.
They
bro.
fun, right?
Yeah, fun.
Wait, how
It's
close
fun.
were you?
He wasn't
I wasn't that,
that
far,
far, but he
it
was
wasn't.
like.
I don't
courtside.
really be wanting to be super close.
You miss plays too close.
Like I like to be like, I don't like sitting behind either goal.
Yeah, that's a weird.
I
angle.
try to get as close to the middle as I can without
Right.
paying ridiculous prices.
Yeah.
So I'm like right on the come around back to the middle. So
I like
uh,
sitting high enough up where when plays are going, you don't have to look around
Yeah,
the person
yeah.
to see them.
Yo, she had her seats. I don't know where she was yesterday, but when she had her seats, she was right next to the tunnel. So he's coming out and coming in.
I actually
Yeah.
like the guest suites.
Okay.
I think I would. I would want to watch in the
Okay.
suite. I wouldn't mind watching in the suite.
yeah.
It's like a big screen TV,
Yeah.
snacks, food.
So I like games. I like watching games better on the TV than I do live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
You just
sense.
like the energy of going.
Yeah, the energy of going is dope.
Because when
but
you go to a
catching the game,
I mean, going to a football game, you like,
right? Yeah,
yeah,
right.
looking up at the
Yeah.
screen and then back down.
Right.
But this particular game, we were close enough to where I could just watch it on the court
whole shebang.
and see everything.
Yeah,
like
see, that's
I'm like,
different, yeah.
this here.
I
And
just
then
like
I would just
being-
look up at the score.
You
And they
supposed
be
to-
fumbling with the score. Like the past 2 nights, I was like, they be scoring mad buckets, but ain't nothing changed. I be like, wait a minute.
yeah,
Like,
come on.
like when the Clippers came back in the third quarter and was up on us by 1, it didn't reflect in the score. I was like, wait, where we at? And then I had to go to NBA.com.
And then see,
I was like,
okay.
"Oh, we down by 1.
There's people who are like listen to the news. I mean, not the news, the actual like game reporting while they're watching the game.
Yeah.
They want to hear. They're like, oh, okay.
So
Like
you-
getting the play by play while they're.
Yeah.
You was close enough to hear the shit talking.
No, I
There are
couldn't
some
hear the
good-
players.
Oh,
I want to be
couldn't hear
that
that.
close.
They be
I want
in
to hear that shit.
Yeah, I couldn't hear
I
that.
want to hear him too.
Yeah.
I wanna hear him be like,
Yeah,
"Shut
I
up,
couldn't
nigga."
really hear what they were
I
saying.
heard Kevin Garnett used to go off the whole
Oh,
game.
man.
People bring make
Everybody was
kids. I'm
just
like, oh, this
defeated.
ain't kid friendly, bro. They be.
LeBron was there on the side doing his.
LeBron think he a
he's
coach.
very up in there. Like,
LeBron
he
thinks
is-
he's a coach,
He's
bro.
very
He
involved.
could probably be a coach though.
He was over there heavy.
You know why LeBron can't be a coach, bro? Because you can't teach what LeBron does. The same way Jordan can't be a coach, or I think Kobe could probably be. You gotta have, but you gotta be like, these cats don't think like me.
Yeah,
Right?
but,
The way-
but,
I
but
can't-
the way
LeBron has
LeBron
good
thinks
IQ
is
though.
different.
Yeah,
has good
he has
IQ.
really good
For
basketball
kids,
IQ.
No, for adults. He
no,
knows
no,
where
no, no,
everybody's
no.
supposed to
I was
be.
like, because he coaches his son's team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, that's what he
coached
got.
the AAU game.
Yeah, so then
Yeah.
to coach grown-ups, dog, to coach adults who make a bunch of money, you got to be special. You got to have a thing, thing. You know what I mean? You
I'm
can't
not
coach
saying that
shit.
it needs to be somebody that already has it. I'm saying that it could be somebody that could, grow into that potential. Because I mean, most of the people who are all-star coaches or all-star players that went to coach, they're not coaching for great teams.
Well, but also most teams who need a new coach aren't doing well anyways. You know what I mean? You gotta start over and rebuild.
The thing is kind of that LeBron, his IQ for the game is so high that he does better with less talented players than he does with the more talented players, because he could actually be like, this guy's good for this. This is all you're going to do. This guy, this is all you're going to do. But when he gets players that's really good, it's like, damn, I just need you to do this today.
I think he'd be a
Please.
trash coach. Like, you know what I mean?
I think he'd be a good
don't know.
coach.
I didn't know.
It's
I
hard
think
to coach
trash. I
in
just
the
don't see. You don't get best of both worlds.
league.
Like, you're not gonna be the greatest player ever and be
And
like
be
a
a
great
great
coach.
coach.
It doesn't work like that.
What's his name? What's his name? Is the only one I know of who won
Oh, look at
championship as a
Jason
coach.
Kidd.
It's
Kerr?
way back in the day. Her.
Steve Kerr.
Well, he wasn't really. He was a mediocre player.
What you mean? He hit the game-winning shot.
One
No,
shot.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. Didn't he set
Didn't
records
he-
for three?
Yeah,
no,
I think
no.
he had the highest
Nah,
three-point
but he
percentage
still
for-
was a role player.
Yeah,
with
he's
the
He was a
Bulls.
role
He was
player.
no
Yeah,
star.
yeah,
He
yeah.
was never a
wasn't.
star.
Yeah, he was not a
You
star.
seen Magic
Yeah, his
coach?
game
You
Steve Nash
seen-
was a star.
Yeah, but what did he win?
He didn't
He
win.
was a
He
star
didn't-
player though.
But what did he win?
He hasn't won. He
But I
hasn't.
was-
He won
hasn't proved-
MVP.
He got MVP.
No, he's
We're
talking about his
talking about
coaching.
As a coach.
He hasn't won it yet.
DC,
Oh, he could, though.
DC, he
Western-
could.
He
was
could.
he Western
Who's he
Conference
coach?
He,
champ-
the
champion
Nets,
last
he had
year?
that stacked team.
How
Yeah.
long has Steve Nash been coaching?
Who's his son?
Two years?
Two years. He coaches.
Most
the,
coaches don't win the
Brooklyn
first 2
Nets.
years in the game.
But the thing about Steve Kerr,
Oh.
I mean
Nash
about
is
Steve
that-
Nash,
See,
is that
I don't agree
he
with a lot of
got
stuff
he got
does, but
one
he
of
was
the
very
best
close.
teams ever assembled at one shot.
True.
Like
It's not like good coaching when you didn't build it.
because
Right.
like with the Warriors, Mark Jackson built that team,
Built it.
and then Steve Kerr came in and was like,
He
Now,
didn't
if Kerr was to get
necessarily-
one this year, it's
Yeah.
kind of
and
became
I'm not
building.
saying Kerr's not a good coach.
Yeah.
You just go like, yeah,
When did
built
Kerr start?
in
The
6
year they
years
won.
Yeah, he came in and got
Oh, he
one.
came in
thing.
in
His first
3.
year, he won a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Who did?
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr.
Oh, yeah.
I don't, but even then, like to a point, I think that
And
it
half-
could be said that it was partially
He
him
missed
as well.
half that last season. The one they
And
went
half that
72 and
season,
9
Walton,
or whatever.
Yeah, he
Walton
didn't-
was coaching.
And then Walton was like, Walton's a good coach. Let's
Yeah.
go give him a job at the
That's how he got a
Lakers.
job at the Lakers.
And he
yeah.
got fired. And now he's about to get fired with the Kings.
Mhm.
I'm like, nah,
Yeah,
that
see,
team was really good. Like that. Them guys had Mark Jackson for years.
Handpicked by Mark Jackson.
Handpicked by Mark Jackson. Drafted all those cats.
Mark Jackson was the one that was
Drafted
the first
them
one to
all.
say he's never seen any shooters like in practice. He would witness Steph and Clay shooting. He was like, he's never seen nothing like that in his life. And people were like, yeah, right. And then when it came out, everyone was like,
He-
He
Splash
changed.
Brothers.
Mark
Yeah.
Jackson
Yeah.
is part of the reason why the game changed, because he believed in the 3-point shooters and was like, fire them up.
And then,
Shoot 'em up.
yeah, but when you had them two cats, he was like, how could I not?
People always had cats like not like that, but
Yeah,
Right.
they don't
great
play
shooters,
that
but
game
they're
that
like,
way.
nah.
It's
Even
like
Reggie-
it's about driving, and like you see them
Right.
play, they're like, I'm gonna get there, but I'm gonna back out, and somehow
Right.
I'm gonna hit a three.
the three you
This
needed
three
when,
makes no sense,
when you
man.
were down, you needed a
Yeah,
three.
Man,
and
love
everybody wanted
threes
to shoot
now.
like
Go put in
Curry
Steve
nowadays.
Kerr.
Well, you
Everybody.
got Trey where they have to guard him at half court
Yeah.
because he's knocking two of them down a game.
Yeah. They're
even
gonna be-
Levine
there's a-
is shooting better though too though.
Who?
Zach Levine
Yeah.
is shooting crazy.
Yeah, he was hitting
Yeah.
them 3s last night. And ball too.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Everybody
just
playing different this year.
Yeah.
That's for sure. It's
The
definitely a
last,
different
the last year,
ballgame.
I think they said, what's the average? It's like 30 threes a game. It's like the average or something like that. now.
That
a lot
is
of threes
crazy.
cracking
It's
off.
crazy.
Yeah.
I think, and they say like in Reggie Miller's era, it was like 6,
Yeah.
5. I think 5 and 6 is like, whoa, guys, slow down.
Right.
And Curry just broke the record, and you see how many games he did in? It was like
Oh, so
half.
five-
They,
yeah,
they
he
said
was
like
Amir, they said
800.
Amir needed to just go ahead and take Keon's seat.
Oh yeah.
Keon saying something.
I like Amir being in the combos, man.
Oh yeah, he in now. He mic'd up. We gotta get out of here though, 'cause I gotta
Alright.
do verbal cardio.
got shit to do,
DC, where you at?
I'm chilling. I'm probably be at the Comedy Store this weekend.
Okay.
Come to Miami.
That's what I'm talking
Nah, I
about.
can't go to Miami, bro.
Okay.
Nah, I got
You coming to Izzy's birthday party?
Yeah, I should be able to come to Izzy's birthday party.
I won't be there.
We didn't invite you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh.
You put the
Yeah, you
joint
put it
in the
in.
I
group
thought I
chat.
put except Tony in the group chat.
Nah, man, look out, man.
You coming?
I ain't get invited.
Are you
You
coming?
going to Miami?
Say, I'll be in Miami this weekend.
Forget that, man. Come to Izzy's birthday
Cryptocurrency.
I
party.
planned the
event.
trip just because I knew the birthday party was coming, so I was like, let me plan this around.
Are you flying to Miami from Atlanta?
No, I'm just fly straight to
Straight to
Miami.
Miami?
I don't need to do that
Craig
extra
baller,
stuff.
bro. You gotta do that shit.
I'll fly to Atlanta
Craig
so
ain't
you
going
hop on the
Southwest.
private jet.
Yeah.
Why? That's an extra
The
flight.
PJ was tempting. I was just like, I need to sit this one out.
So you got Miami this weekend?
Yeah,
that what,
I'll be in
that what you
Miami.
telling the
Yeah,
crowd?
Cryptocurrency event.
Miami.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You guys doing a Wayans coin?
Nah, I'm actually going out there to try to find some investor.
Okay.
I want to do the first Bitcoin movie.
Let me invest it with you.
You got Bitcoin?
I got a
like
very
that?
little amount.
Oh no, come on, man, stop playing. But maybe we get a group session.
I got a
going.
very little amount.
Every little bit counts. Send it over.
Let me get in there.
Little bit. Huh?
Oh, it's time to get out of here. It's time to get out of here when Tony starts doing that.
Yeah.
Craig, Chaz, what you got?
Hey, watch Partners in Rhyme debuts Thursday with MC Light on All Black Network.
Yeah.
I wrote and produced on it. So please help me get a second season so I can afford rent for another year. That'd be wonderful. That's all I need is just one show to pay a few months worth of rent, guys. Please help. No, watch this show. It's dope. Oh, look, so much appreciate that. C minus Society. I didn't shout out last week. My bad. C minus Society. I didn't do an episode this week because I never promoted Angelina last week because I forgot her. I forgot to promote it. So please watch. I had Angelina Spicer on, and she gets in depth about postpartum depression, and even Keenan's is still up. We talk a lot about mental health and therapy and all that good stuff.
I love Angelina.
Angelina's great, and yeah. So yeah.
All right.
What you cooking, Tony?
I'll be in Virginia Beach.
It'll be at Izzy's party on Saturday.
this weekend. Just added the second show Thursday, so this is going up Thursday morning. So you still got time. You should still have time to get a ticket. Thursday, 10 p.m. The second Thursday show is added now. So we'll be in Virginia Beach. Keon will be there too, and Remo Mills.
I thought Lou was going with you.
So Lou is going to Omaha, Des Moines, and Kansas City.
Dope.
So so be on the lookout. If you're in Virginia and you haven't gotten a ticket yet, get the ticket to the Thursday second show. We just added it for y'all.
Dang,
Turn
a Thursday
up.
second show?
Adding shit back.
Oh,
Thursday second
okay.
show. I was hesitant though because
I bet you
I like
were.
having that one show the day I fly in. I was like,
Put that work in.
money on the table. So,
Come on.
Get all
check
that
that out.
money.
Make sure y'all checking out Verbal Cardio. I want y'all to tune in for that as well. And they're
Appreciate you.
yeah,
Keon's
y'all. The
Patreon.
hoodie season is back in. I got the Gerald the Gorilla hoodies and the Skibbity Pap hoodies on sale now. So just click the link in my bio. Anyway, movie night is coming back soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, man, we appreciate y'all. If y'all got any questions for us, ask us in the YouTube comment section. Make the question big and bold printed with the big red exclamation marks and question marks so I can find it. So yeah, y'all. Pull up. We appreciate y'all. And we out.
Hey.